Welcome in to the Jordy Culotta Show. Wave your hand out there, baby!
Shout out to the show.
She puts the pinky into the nostril. Man, look at that.
Healthy competition, there's nothing like it.
Y'all grow up. The line's wrapped around the stadium. Different strengths. I just lost a tooth.
It's going to be fun.
You know, we might have a story.
I love what you're doing.
Ogeron wants to take us fishing this afternoon.
Sharif, you play for the bad boys of the SEC, man. We don't apologize to anybody.
A lot of people are saying you're going to be wearing number 7.
I don't really know. I want to.
He look crazy, Bill. Good feet on the old man.
Definitely come back. I love.
We'll be right back with the Jordy Culotta Show.
Welcome in.
I didn't know we were
I know. I was just happy to look at the TV. Stu, you heard the conversation we were just having right before that.
Jeez, you could have really canceled us.
That's all. What noise?
We could have. I audibly gasped. I was like, when Lloyd said, "Welcome in."
The inmates are running the asylum. Jordy is out.
Jordy is out.
Katie, Stewie. We
Happy
tried to get
Tuesday.
Shay for recruiting, but he is off to England.
Amsterdam.
Europe, I should say. Don't know.
You couldn't
I always get confused about the continents over there.
Clearly.
Until we got to Amsterdam.
Yeah. What's the time change?
I don't know.
Maybe he's chilling.
6 hours ahead of us in France. I know
So he's just in the afternoon.
So is it like nighttime there and it's morning here?
Well, it wouldn't be nighttime there yet if it was just 6 hours ahead.
It'd be the afternoon.
Yeah.
Just like lunchtime.
So
it
it's
would
like
be
noon.
1.
Yeah. It's not 12 hours. Then it would be nighttime.
But soon it will be nighttime there, Stewie.
6 more
still
hours.
be daylight
6
here.
hours after that. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome in. Tuesday, brought to you as always by RMB Builders, who are currently at my house right now. You can go there to check out a current project that's going on, or you can go to their website at
You should be doing their social.
Wait,
They should be live updating.
Wait, there's
I
still
should.
at your house?
Absolutely, yeah. We're on phase 3.
Shit.
Is that
Yeah.
what? Probably why the kids. are
Sorry,
upset.
kids.
That's
But-
probably it.
That's one of them.
That's one of the reasons.
Can't get any privacy in this house.
You can go check out what they have going on now. They've sold a lot of their recent projects, but you can go to rmb-builders.com and they have a few lots readily available to build on in Long Farm. But check out all of their upcoming and recent work, and check out their social media too on Instagram and Facebook. RMB Builders.
rmb-builders.com. So, as you saw yesterday, LSU gets some good news on the recruiting front. Jordy is able to land Juwan Johnson in studio. We get a live commitment. We will be replaying that for you because it's easy homework that not maybe everybody's seen. So we'll just copy that, paste it on over, and use it to get this show going. So we'll get there at some point today. What else we have a new segment.
Yeah.
The Tuesday tier list. We were ranking Mother's Day gifts. So
Can we go back a little bit to Juwan, though, before we get
absolutely.
straight into that? So I was just learning a little more about him, because why did he decommit from Deion Sanders? And what does that mean for Deion?
He
I know he decommitted in April and then looked at Florida and LSU were his two
when he came in last night, he kind of like explained like he felt like he committed too early.
Oh, really?
And like
That
he
was
really
it?
didn't like do his homework and like do his due diligence and like
He got caught up in the Dion
Yeah.
like sweepstakes.
I bet.
like
Yeah.
he
But
didn't
that's
re-
easy to do.
Right, he didn't recruit the school. Like the school recruited him, and he just saw like Dion and like all of the things that Dion had going on. He was like, all right, I'll be a part
I'll
of that.
commit. Yeah, I'll be like
But-
one of the first people to pop because Dion wanted that news, like to
Yeah.
get a 4-star athlete out of
The
Louisiana.
number one player in
Yes,
Louisiana. like-
exactly. And
So
so
he
for
was-
Dion, it was a huge deal to be like, look, I told y'all I was bringing Louis with me. Like I'm getting all these, like I'm recruiting.
Yeah.
And so he probably was like, you can be the, premier guy for my first recruiting class, and I would probably get swept up in that too.
Right.
So he gets back home, thinks about it a little bit, decommits, and then obviously ends up on the Culotta show, where Jordy's relationship with Brian Kelly must be okay.
It must be
If he's
okay.
sending people our way, I'll take it.
So Juwan is a quarterback at Lafayette Christian, but he's possibly going to play defensive
Yeah,
back
he'll play
at
DB.
LSU. You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, that's what, because LSU's still thin in that position when you say, Stewie.
Yeah, I would say like as far as like young players, like
Yeah.
first year players in the program. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you said, he's an athlete. His quarterback numbers are crazy though,
That's what I was asking. Like, why is he going to change to DB then?
because he'll play. Like that's what he'll play. LSU is. Don't forget about Colin Hurley,
I know,
Garrett
but
Nussmeier,
like, I
Ricky
read that.
Collins, like,
Ricky Collins.
he's the
They're
best-
good there.
Right.
He's the best athlete LCA has, and like they just
Yeah.
Put him at quarterback.
Yeah.
One of his coaches says, unlike anything I've ever seen, I don't know what he is, but his skill sets in terms of as a playmaker, he almost beats people by himself.
Yeah, I watched his huddle.
I mean, his coach was Trell Falk, who played linebacker at LSU. So
Yeah.
like,
He knows an athlete when he,
knows,
sees
right?
one.
Yeah,
He knows what,
right.
what it takes.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so
But
great.
poor Dion.
Great. Oh no, Dion's got some things cooking. I think the transfer portal for him is starting to work out, where he's bringing in a ton. They have obviously he kicked a lot of people out.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of players to work with, and I think their transfer portal class is starting to stack up a little bit. So
Yeah.
Dion will get that thing figured out. It may not happen in year one
Yeah,
because I mean they won one game last year. You get it's like, the only thing he's
I
pitching is
know.
himself,
I know.
and
it is.
Colorado
It's
can't even
all
pay him
him.
yet. Like he's just taking a lot of like he's taking a risk
Mm-hmm.
essentially, and they took a risk on him, but he's going to get some players. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, he is.
But whenever you have Juwan Johnson at Boost Up, look, we talked a lot about Brian Kelly when he first started, and for those that saw some of the teaser yesterday of the Brian Kelly interview, it will be ready, I believe, Thursday.
Yeah.
We worked on
Oh,
a little
wait,
bit more.
but you're going to play it Friday, right?
I'm not
Is
going
that
to be
what
here.
we said? That's right, you're not.
I'll be
Someone
golfing.
said Friday, I think.
Yeah, Friday on the show or Thursday on the
Yeah.
show. We're going to get some more footage real quick and then put that together, and it should be done pretty quickly. But for those that doubted the
Congratulations.
teaser method, I think it's working. Getting
I love it.
a couple of views, some engagement on there. So, but in part of that interview that comes up, Brian Kelly is asked about recruiting the state, and now you can see that has become a priority for him as they have pledges from five of the state's top 10 prospects for 2024. 2023 class was the number 5 class in the country, number 3 at LSU. I mean, the SEC. This class now ranks 11th in the country, number 6 in the SEC, and he still has 2 prospects, Dominic McKinley and Wardell Mack, uncommitted. But on the on-3 recruiting machine, LSU leads for both. So he has made it a priority to clean up the state, and if you're an LSU fan, that's what you want to see because there's a reason that teams try to come into Louisiana and poach your talent. It is some of the best in the country. So, with that said, if we have the Juwan Johnson interview ready, Stu, just let me know when we do,
Let's do it.
and we'll pull that up
That
for
was
you.
a good segue, right?
Oh, thank you. But I don't want to put him on the spot. I've been in that chair. Where
Yes, you
Wait, I'm
have.
not ready. Hold on.
Yes,
And
you
then,
have.
Yes. So,
Are
no
you-
worries. Just let me know what. Yeah,
Are you ready,
No
Stu?
worries. Let me know when it's good. A couple things in other news. There was an article, and also an article that came out from Jayden Daniels with some quotes from PFF about why he came back to LSU, and it was kind of eye-opening because we were all wondering what the pitch was. We all thought this was a one-year stopgap for him to go to the NFL, and it turns out that he and Brian Kelly had been having some back and forth of what should I do, and Brian Kelly said, look, I'm going to give you the keys of the kingdom. There's no quarterback controversy here. You're our quarterback going forward, and Jayden Daniels was like, I think with the talent that we have coming back, there's a chance that we could win, compete for a national championship. And he was saying, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to say that I won a national championship and being able to do it in year 2 where I'm more familiar with OSU. And he said he saw Joe Burrow at the spring game and kind of talked to him about transferring in for like essentially the same scenario
Yeah.
where you come in, year 1 is okay. obviously great success. Year 2 could be that launching pad point where you now see Daniels is the 8th best odds to win the Heisman.
Really?
Yeah, so
Aw,
the top
love
10, like,
that.
I don't know if he, obviously Caleb Williams is the incumbent, and will have, it feels like it's almost his to lose again.
Yeah.
Like, he's the best player in the sport between him and Drake May, certainly a quarterback. So it's just nice to see that he's even getting recognition preseason.
know.
And if you saw how it started to look whenever the light bulbs came on, the way he played against Alabama, like, there's some great moments in there. Also, like, you could point to the Arkansas game, but it was clear that the whole team was sick.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of throw that out, and, then at the end of the year he gets hurt and he doesn't look quite the same. But I feel like with the skill set that he has, the weight that he put on, how he looked in spring, I think you have something in Jayden Daniels that's going to really might take this team maybe to the next level. Especially, I know this is the last year of the 4-team playoff, but they talked a little bit about Nussmeier too, and Nussmeier being able to take over that role and understand that, look, the grass isn't always greener. You're going to be set up for success too in a situation where you don't have to go anywhere and learn something new.
Yeah.
You can come back and you'll be able to plug and play right away. So
I agree. I have a good feeling about next year.
Me too.
Have we made our predictions yet for next year?
I would have to look at the schedule. It's different this year. They
I have
moved some games
mine,
around.
I think.
Let's see.
But what would you say?
I'm going 10-2.
I was going to
That's
say 10
mine.
and
10-2
2.
is like
Are we all 10 and 2?
10-2 is like the floor for me. Like the ceiling is 11-1.
Okay.
Ceiling is the
The
roof,
ceiling is the roof.
but like
Yeah,
11-1,
for sure.
maybe like I could see this team going undefeated, but then it's like it would be kind of hard just because of like the SEC.
You don't want to
just
ever
being-
assume. Yeah.
Right.
No, but
Like,
it could happen.
You got to go to Alabama. You got to go to.
Beat Alabama last year?
Yeah,
You
but
got to go there this
I
time.
know. Done it there too.
I mean, you have beat them at Alabama. You have won more games at Alabama than you have in Death Valley.
Right.
Probably, but,
See?
I mean,
So-
it's just.
I feel it. I kind of feel it this year.
Yeah. So if the momentum continues, you'll rolling into 2023. You would expect more success in 2024. And with that said, players like Juwan Johnson can help take LSU to that next level. And here is the interview of him announcing his pledge to LSU with Jordy Culotta last night.
Now is the time. Let me step out of the way and take it away, my man.
I would like to announce that I will be coming to LSU.
Let's go.
Staying in the boot, man.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. What a cool time for you and your family. I know your mom's here, Miss Tamika, your Uncle Jerry.
Yes.
Real quick, let's start with you, Juwan. Tell me about what it was about LSU and what made you pledge today.
It was really just the hometown, bro. Like just staying in Louisiana and making it great, honestly. Just to be able to have a part of that, be a part of that Louisiana culture, like I always been growing up to. So it's just been a great time a great thing for me to stay in the boot and help the family out, because it's all about family in Louisiana. And I love the culture over here. I love the vibe that I get from down here. It taught me so many things, so I might as well just stay and learn some more.
So I think the whole world's been waiting. Now is the time.
Oh,
No.
there we go. I like that. I like that.
Explain why he stayed.
He had the whole family here too.
Yeah. Mom
Wait,
was
were y'all
on-
here?
I was here.
Okay.
I was
Well, he
here. We
was-
were.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
you were
across
doing
the street.
mic'd up. I
Yeah,
forgot.
and so like when Jordy told me he was doing that, I was like, I guess he was asking me to come in to produce it. And I was like, we have mic'd up. He's like, oh shit. All right, let's see if we can figure this thing out. So we got the call. We were able to put that thing together and go essentially live twice. We had one show going in this room. We had the
little
announcement
duo
over
live.
here. Yeah, a little dueling banjos.
Real
But
busy.
yeah, it was fun. Good day. And then also on Mic'd Up last night, if you missed it, we had an interview with Jamie Tutko, the bad boy of the dugout who got kicked out of the Auburn series. He got suspended or ejected allegedly in the Saturday game 2 weeks ago, and then gets invited back. He explained the whole scenario. He's like, we still don't know what the hell happened. He was like, they had said the guy in gray, which people have talked about, but then whenever Jay was talking to him, he was like, I think it's you. And Tucker was like, I didn't even do anything.
I think it's you.
And he was like, I'll go, but I don't think I said anything. And he was like, I don't know. He's telling me I have to kick somebody out. So he kicked him out. Then they find out. Then Auburn's upset that he left, and so Tutko's still he's still watching the game like in the tunnel. Like he left, but he like in their little clubhouse or whatever. And they throw obviously you saw Auburn like throw another fit, and it's been like 15 minutes, and they say that LSU kicked out the wrong guy, and Tutko's like, I'm still here. So
Who did they want kicked
I don't
out?
remember who he said. There's another coach that he's like, he didn't do anything either, but it was because of the non-balk call that they were upset about. And he said, I mean, somebody said something that they immediately heard, but whenever they picked the coach, Auburn got to pick whoever they wanted to throw out.
What?
Tutko was like, well, fuck that, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
And so they just kind of traded spots, and so he came back and coached the rest of the game.
And no
but
one said anything? That
no,
was like, cool?
it was a calamity of errors. So it's like, I don't.
Nobody
so-
knows. Nobody
Yeah,
knows
what
who
can
wants
we
to get
do?
kicked out. Let's just kick somebody out and then keep going with the game.
Yeah, like at some point we got to play baseball here.
Yeah.
But speaking of, LSU does play tonight, McNeese. So hopefully LSU can get right. And we talked to Cade Beloso also, who said, you know, the State of the Union address was, I don't know why everybody's panicking.
I don't either, honestly.
He is like, it is, but like, I understand that there's one thing that you can point to, so it's easy to complain. Like, there's a thing that has not been going great for LSU, and it's been obviously the bullpen. It's been that bad to where it feels like, oh, it'll never be fixed. He's like, look, this is baseball. This happens, and if there's a group of guys that I know that we can count on, like, this team's tight. We're good. Like, we're not anywhere close to the panic
No.
button. And
I
it
mean,
wasn't
they're-
like Coach speaks like, I've been playing for LSU in this sport for a long time. Like, we're good. It'll
they
be
need to
fine.
stay in the top 8, right?
Yeah, that's all.
They're not going to drop out of that, right? Like what? Okay, just the scenario. What is the worst case scenario?
Worst case scenario is you lose the series to Georgia.
Yeah.
Then you
This
go to,
weekend.
Yeah, then you go to Hoover
and lose there.
go 2 and barbecue, and then you just
and
like-
then,
or is
okay.
it single elimination in Hoover?
I think you play 2.
I think you.
I don't know. I don't know.
first-
Can't be
Not gonna
single,
pretend.
right?
I think
They'll know in the
first-
chat.
I think the first part of the bracket is single elimination, and then once you move forward, it turns to double.
Okay, so worst case, lose to Georgia.
Yeah, if they lose 4 of the next 5,
It could get ugly.
that's when you start worrying about hosting a
Seeding.
regional. All you want to do is be able to host a regional, get to a super regional, then anything can
I
happen.
can't imagine that they won't host a regional.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all are looking way too far
I
down the
mean,
road for
really.
something that really has to go wrong.
Yeah.
And he's like, if there's no better place to play a regional than LSU. If we have this thing in Baton Rouge, that's the first goal on the list.
Yes.
Like, let's pump the brakes. Let's get there first. And then if we fuck it up there, y'all can panic.
Yeah.
Then we'll see it as a failure also.
When
So
was the
Andrew
last
Messina
regional?
says if they are top 4 in Hoover, it's double elimination.
Yeah, it's kind of like a round robin type deal to where if you get to the top 4, you get to
mean-
keep playing. If not, you're out.
That thing used to be LSU Invitational.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was Paul Maneri's that was his sweet spot.
Right, he'd just go to Hoover and just, all right, we'll just stay here till Sunday.
I guess
I
we're
haven't
gonna win
been
the
to
whole
Hoover.
thing.
Have y'all?
Never been.
We're supposed to be going.
Really?
You going, Michael?
Yeah, that's the word. But Michael is that we've done this song and dance before, to where we get about a week out, and he's like, "We're not going."
Crawford.
Yeah, I
It's like,
remember
all right,
that.
Yeah,
I
it's like
remember
so.
that.
I have no expectations whatsoever of.
Y'all need to be there.
Oh yeah,
I feel like.
How far is that drive?
It's like 3 hours, maybe.
No, it's more than that.
It's got to be
think
more
so.
than that. We're
I
moving-
think it's like
It's like
4
3
and a
hours to
half
Alexandria.
Birmingham.
Chill out.
It's 4, maybe 4.5. I'm gonna say
Let's see.
to Birmingham. David, you know you drive this all the time.
Hoover.
Get in the chat, damn it. I know you're lurking.
It's 5 hours and 50 minutes.
Ooh.
David's
from
worried
here-
about Cooper being in
Yeah.
the bathroom too long right now.
Yeah,
Cooper, it's time to go.
Cooper's at school.
could be in the
Yeah.
bathroom there
7:20.
too.
You can, hey, look, there's a bathroom at school.
Speaking
Nothing
of,
but fighting and vaping going on up in that bathroom,
that's
Oh,
wild.
jeez.
isn't it?
That's so wild. Cause like I never remember like
Y'all didn't
vaping.
have fights in the bathroom at school?
Oh no, I'm talking about the vaping.
Yeah,
It didn't
the vaping
exist yet.
thing.
No, it didn't
Um,
exist. Now it's
Oh,
everywhere.
we just fight in the locker room. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just- football locker room.
We
yeah,
had
that happens there too.
we had whenever I was a senior, it's like 7th grade to 12th grade. Obviously, I don't know how other schools do it, but we go like junior high, 7th and 8th. You're in the same building
Yeah.
essentially. And whenever we were seniors, the 7th graders had started a fight club in the men's basketball locker room, and we all knew about it. Nobody said anything. Like, because we would walk in there and be like, "Oh shit!" Like,
This is a
all
fight
right,
club.
had 5 on him. Like, and so we didn't say anything. Like, we're not gonna rattle these kids. Like, they're trying to fight, but they don't know what they're doing. But some people would connect, and so yeah, that's what we worried about. And then we didn't do Fight Club. Should have.
You hold the pot.
Yeah, what we did was Do you remember like people would could like make yourself black out in the bathroom? Like if you
No, I do not remember that.
Oh,
like a certain way you can
Like
like
you
hold
hold
your
your
No,
breath.
and make
Yeah.
you pass out.
Yeah, make you black out and pass out. So that's what kids were always doing in the bathroom. where
That's
it's
so
like,
scary. I can remember people doing that, and that freaked me out so bad.
yeah, I mean it's dumb.
David texted, by the way, it's 5 hours.
5
I knew he
hours.
was lurking
Yeah,
out there.
that a boy.
somewhere.
Thanks, Dave. Speaking of, for David, we'll find out if he nailed Mother's Day when we
Okay.
get to our tier list. We'll probably go to break here in a second.
Okay.
But to prepare the people, we have a Tuesday tier list that we're going to run every Tuesday live. So feel free to get your suggestions in the chat. Help us go through the tier list. I guess a good
Suggestions
gift.
for what? So, like, what are they suggesting?
Like, if we're doing it correctly, if they have input on, like, no,
We're
that's a,
doing it
if that's a
correctly.
terrible gift. Like, it's not it's
Oh,
not
you
based
want them
in
to
fact.
interact when we're doing it. You don't want them to
Absolutely.
give us ideas for our
No, we
next
already
tier
have the
list.
ideas
Okay.
pulled up, I believe. So we'll get to that when we put them on the screen when we come back here in a little bit. But feel free to interact. I didn't do anything for Mother's Day, so I'm in the shit list.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I was putting in the hours, so
It's Jordy's
I-
fault.
no, it's my fault. I did this to myself. So I went downstairs yesterday and gave her the happy
Aw.
Mother's Day.
Did
I
you
didn't
get
buy
her a gift?
anything.
Okay.
I did. It's in the works. It's not. It's
Ooh,
not
what is
here.
it?
It's not
What
here
is
yet.
it?
Oh, it's not a big deal. I don't even know if she watches this. It's just an apron, and it says, "I'll cook for all you fuckers."
No, that's so good for Lily.
I know it's a big game day. It's a game day
I
apron.
love that.
So a little Amazon.
That was sweet, Lloyd.
yeah. I'm a thoughtful man.
You are a thoughtful man. You
S
texted
tier.
me on Mother's Day to tell me Happy Mother's Day, and I appreciated that.
Well, yep. Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks, Lloyd.
That's all you get, though. Text is probably
okay.
bottom tier of the list.
Yeah.
That's all I
like-
need. That's
Yeah,
okay.
just-
That's
that's
minimal.
want to be
That's the
recognized.
bare
Yeah.
minimum. You know?
And what you did what I think every probably mother wants to do, which is I ain't doing anything that y'all expect me to do
I
today.
didn't, and I made up for it yesterday after
Yeah,
the
well,
show.
that's-
I did chores all day long, all afternoon. I'm knee
That's
deep
your
in
fault.
laundry. I'm knee deep in laundry.
So you basically just made a
I
future
did.
you problem.
I knew it when it was happening. I was like, I know by not doing anything this weekend, I'm gonna pay for it the entire next week, and I am. But that's okay.
How long could you go
$30.
before like the family started to notice like
Not
what's going on here?
Not long. I mean, it piles up pretty. I mean, they change clothes like 3 times a day. It seems like.
That makes sense.
So it'll take me David didn't believe me, but I was like, I will be doing laundry for the entire week, like every day. Like it will take me that
I guess
long.
school uniform.
They do school uniform and then
practice
sports practice
uniform,
uniform, and
and
then
then-
they lounge in something when they get home. They take off the sweaty clothes and put on another t-shirt, shorts, or whatever. Then PJs.
Are we no shower? Are we no shower after practice?
No, they'll shower,
Oh,
put on loungewear, but then it's PJs later. So I mean,
Oh, I
that,
would go straight to pajamas.
I was about to say like.
I guess this like
PJs for me is just.
what is
shorts.
loungewear?
I don't like that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just sweatpants and a shirt or shorts and
Yeah.
a shirt. You know,
PJs.
We don't have to change again after that. Maybe
you wouldn't think, but they do.
that's what I would
You
maybe
know,
bring
Cooper,
that up.
Cooper, not so much, but the girls have like pajama, like cute PJs.
Cooper, a big shirt off guy.
Yeah, he does.
Mm.
Now he does because he's like built. He's like getting
16.
built. So
16,
he'll come
coach.
downstairs and he's like, he's like, I think I added an extra.
Ab.
Like, I think it's an 8-pack now. Or he'll go up to David and be like, were your biceps like this? When you? I mean, it's awesome.
does
He'll
my
turn
back
around.
look?
He's like, what's my back look like? I'm
How
like,
does
it
my
looks
neck
really good. It's very muscly.
Is he,
Yeah, it is. Like he won't do that. He will look at my shoulders.
is he working out?
Yeah, he works out.
For what sport? Like
Lacrosse and track.
Used to play
so
football.
are these team workouts or he's doing it on
He
his
has
own?
team workouts, but he does on his own as well.
we gotta get Cooper.
He
to
does
some
like
football.
Yeah.
pull-ups and he runs and all that.
We gotta talk to Cooper.
All right,
About
Cooper.
what?
All right,
Gotta
Cooper.
convince him
Last
to
time,
play
the first
football.
Oh,
time.
David wants him to play football.
Like, gotta convince him to play football.
He's not into it.
He just seems like he would be a really good football
We
player.
all think that too. He is. He played on a kids team before and he's great. He's very fast, but he's just not
Speed
that
kills,
into it.
coach.
Not that into
Wait,
it.
does he run track?
Yes, he's very fast.
What does he run in track?
I don't know, some relays.
Oh.
Some bullshit.
This was his first year. I
Some
mean, I think it
BS.
was like the 4x2, the 4x8, and then maybe like one longer one. He hasn't done
4x8.
any like field events yet, but he's fast.
Yeah,
So
kill
he's
me.
good in a relay. You want him in a relay.
Kill me on a 4x8. That is too much.
I know.
Like a 400 is already a lot.
I know. Sophie does 4x8. It's a lot.
Oh, jeez.
But I like it. I've like gotten used to track meets now. They
Track's
used to
fun.
like really bug me because they're all day. But once you get your mind right, you're in it. You know, they got nachos out there and M&Ms and stuff, so you can really make
Water.
a day.
Look at her just drinking all that water right in front of me. She doesn't even know.
Didn't
That's what
deserve
I
that
did at
water.
the last one.
That's, yeah, Katie was sick and getting mad at other people for hydrating themselves.
At my
yeah.
ex-mother-in-law.
Look at her. She's
Look at this.
They're like, do you want some water? I'm like, I'm okay.
You should maybe you should slow down on
I'm
it.
texting with Lloyd the whole time. Lloyd's like, you have to be the most dehydrated person on the planet right now. I was like, I'm dying.
She's drinking water.
And
right
she's
in front
drinking
of
the
me.
she's like she's drinking this water right in my face. She's like showing off. Like I don't think she knows you're sick. But
She did. Nobody did.
yeah.
David graduated in 98 from Dunham.
The
Dunham.
I think it was Chapel Trafton at that time.
Chapel Chafton.
Chapel Trafton.
Oh,
It was like the last year. It was Chapel Trafton.
the Dunham.
The Dunham School.
Such a weird name.
Yes, it is.
Where is it?
Yeah, where is
It's
that?
by you. It's
That's
right.
what I thought.
It's like the turn before Willow Grove into that neighborhood. You turn left and it's like back in that neighborhood. It's like Episcopal. It's like back in a neighborhood and you all of a sudden are just there.
And you just at a school. Like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, all
It's
right.
wild.
Okay.
That's so bizarre.
I know, right?
What does it look like? Because I've never gone back that
It's-
far, but
it's
I've seen.
smaller back there. I mean, it's
Get
you
a little
know,
Google Maps.
it's cute.
Oh, here it is. They got a website. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen the buses.
You
I didn't
could
know that
literally
they would put a
walk
school
over
back
there
there
from
yeah.
your house.
Oh God.
You could.
Don't put me within 500 feet.
I
of the
know
school.
you might be too close to the school. I don't know. I've never thought about it
I don't think I'm
before.
supposed to be here. Start selling
That's
lunch
not
cards
true
again.
though, right? You've never been like banned from being around a school.
No. What?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
I
Katie.
didn't know if
That
there
would
was like a story. I couldn't remember if that was a story you told once or no.
No.
Not for doing anything bad, like doing something like
Pedo.
peeing.
Oh,
Can't you get in
no.
trouble for like peeing around a school?
Yeah, you'd be like a sex offender.
Yeah,
that's
do the
like
same thing, right?
Indecent exposure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done any of these things. But I appreciate being put on that list by you.
For some reason,
there's a
I
chance you
thought
could be a
that
pervert.
I thought that you said you'd gotten in trouble for something like that before.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, my bad. We've set the record straight now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I said. I do lie a lot.
You do. That's
like you,
true.
man.
So you could have told me
Lie.
that, and I believed it.
Yeah,
That's
very true.
Very typical.
But where are we? Dunham. Okay. So when we come back, shout out David. Thank you for the
So
directions.
it's like by the mall.
Yeah, it's such a weird location. I didn't believe that it was there.
It's tucked away.
Dawson Creek. By Dawson Creek.
Yeah, it is. That's right.
So,
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
I've never even seen the show, but I know the song.
Same.
Yeah,
Like it would just come on. That's when I know.
Everyone
I
does,
like
yeah.
it's time to.
I hated all those shows. Like,
CW.
90210, all of that.
like Dawson's Creek. I never watched Friends. Like no Sex in
No,
the
no
City.
Friends.
No.
Oh, Sex in the City.
I know, that's
my
for
thing.
y'all.
But no Friends. I
It's
wasn't
like
into
the-
Friends. I wasn't into Seinfeld.
I just
But
I
But I
did
do
Seinfeld.
love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
My mom watched Seinfeld, so I would watch it.
Yeah.
That's a great
I
early.
just didn't like. I wasn't like ooh, these shows are coming on. Let's like sit down and I don't want to miss an episode. Like I never saw them all by any means.
like old school cable.
Yeah.
right.
Katie, did you watch Golden Girls?
I did.
My mom would watch
Because
I
of
know
my
the whole
parents.
song.
Yeah, like I can remember. Like I think I watched it like in second grade for some reason. I can remember
great.
like because you know what else are you doing?
Yeah. Well, like you
Is
gotta
that
watch
how-
this.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean I know all that background music in my head. I know
Thank
all
you
the
for
characters.
being
My
a friend.
Is that Golden Girls?
Yes.
Yeah, you know that
Trying
song.
to think of the other shows that I didn't watch that everybody was watching that I was like I don't know. I missed it. I missed like cartoons
Like
as
Full
a kid.
House.
Yeah, I didn't watch Full House. Like
all
I've
the
seen them.
TGIF stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't have like a.
I don't know what that is, but what was it? Saved by the Bell. Watch
See,
that.
didn't watch
Saved by the Bell. I did watch that after
You didn't
school.
watch Saved by the Bell?
No, they're straight to ESPN in the morning.
I mean, I watched ESPN too, but like it would be like
Straight to ESPN.
I could flip. You know, you gotta hit that previous
Yeah.
channel, coach.
Cody Booter has a question. Ask Katie thoughts on wards. Do you get a little or a big one? I began dating a girl from Hattiesburg who recently introduced wards to me.
What?
I love Wards. Wards is a hamburger place in Mississippi. I don't know where else it is. They have the best root beer. They serve it in ice cold mugs. And I get a little one with cheese, Cody. And it has like, it's chili. It's like a chili burger.
Oh, gross.
It's so good though.
I thought you were saying warts. I was
No,
like,
Wards.
I thought it was like a
It's like,
Like a badge, like an award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
Did you
you
get a
call
little one or a
awards?
big one?
it's like,
I
Cody,
get
are
a
you
big
giving your,
award.
you giving
So
your
do you
girl
get
for
it with
awards?
chili on it?
Yeah, it's a chili burger.
That's
you get it with
disgusting.
chili and
I hate-
cheese
I'm
and
out.
root beer.
I hate chili as like a condiment.
I'm out.
I grew up on that. And my grandfather, I would go sit in wards with my grandfather, and he would stuff, like his cheeks would be just stuffed full of the
So-
wards burger. And he'd be mad at me because I wasn't taking big enough bites. He'd, take bigger bites.
So
I'm like,
it's-
I am. I'm trying.
So it's essentially a sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
It is kind of like that, yeah.
All right. So
See, I never go. I
Love
feel like
awards.
it changes the complexity of what I'm eating. Like
Slop-
same thing with like a
yeah.
chili dog. Like that's different than.
Yeah.
I don't
You mean
consider that a
chili?
hot dog.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, like that's two different meals to me.
Sloppy
I
Joe.
love hot
is-
dogs. Don't like chili dogs.
Sloppy Joe was the worst day at lunch.
Sloppy Joe.
Like,
Sloppy
Sloppy
Joe.
Joe.
Like I gotta go to football practice later. I'm probably gonna throw this up, but hey.
Yeah, you probably would throw a Sloppy Joe.
Yes. Every time.
Did y'all make what was the little thin steakums? Did y'all ever make steakums? The little thin roast beef that would be in the freezer, and you would cook it in a pan and then put it on
I know what
The
you're
bun?
talking about.
No, that sounds awful.
like a Philly cheesesteak
yeah,
kind
that
of.
sounds
That's
like
what
it would get
be
you.
like.
Speaking of throwing up,
Yeah, that sounds like it would get you food
They
poisoning.
were good though. They were good. That was like a good after school cook up thing. Fried bologna.
Yeah,
I'd fry a
did
piece
that.
of bologna in the pan till it bubbled up in the middle.
Did
a
you
Hot
crease it?
Pocket.
What?
did you cut like the edges
That
so it
mean?
didn't bubble up?
No.
This
Like
guy.
if you cut the
I wanted
side,
the
if you
bubble.
cut if you cut the sides of it, it'll cook evenly, so it
Oh.
doesn't develop that pocket. Yeah, little
I
tricks
like
of
the
trade.
bubble. I liked it.
Yeah, it teach their own.
Yeah.
Each their own. You can have the bubble.
And a
I
little
don't
piece
care.
of American cheese on there.
But our school lunch, first of all, Menard wouldn't let us bring our own lunch for like the longest time, and it was because you had to pay for the lunch ticket. Big ordeal. They're just
Mm-hmm. That's
trying to
still
make.
the same.
Yeah, they're trying to make money twice
Mm-hmm.
essentially. But then they have Monday, Wednesday, Friday was hamburgers on one side. Tuesday, Thursday was pizza on that same side. So you could always get a hamburger or a pizza, depending.
Every
and then
day.
they had up like the hot lunch line.
Okay.
So if you didn't want to throw up, or if you had sloppy joes, you could just meander on over to the pizza or hot dog. Or hamburger line.
That was your option?
Yeah.
No salad bar or anything like that?
I wouldn't know. I don't think so. I never went to it if they did. But
Salad bar for sure.
we'll come back. I got a lot of lunch talk.
I know. Frito pies at your lunch counter at school, Brian Burgess. Hey, that would have.
See,
that
but
would've been
That was
awesome.
probably back in the day.
I love a Frito pie.
Wait, did y'all have breakfast at your school?
Hell no, we didn't.
We
did
started
not.
to.
We didn't either. And I would be like, and they would get mad at me because like whenever I started driving, I'd just stop at like Sonic or McDonald's. And I'd like show up in homeroom just busting.
Oh, you would eat it in
You're
class?
allowed to do that?
Breakfast burritos, like I'm busting this open.
No, they would
Yeah.
have. They would have sent it.
I went to
It
public
was-
school.
hell
We weren't
no.
allowed to do
It
anything.
was, we had like homeroom, and then we would go to like our first hour class. So I'd go to homeroom like a little late, show up, bust the book sack open. I got
Food.
food in here. Like I'm hungry, so I'm eating.
Wait, you think public school is stricter than private school?
I mean, as far as like leaving and doing things, like it amazes me. It has amazed me since Sophie has been in pre-K at Episcopal, the freedom that they have just in school. Just for us to get up and go to the bathroom, like
It was
you
hell.
may or may not be given permission to do that. And you're not just walking around campus freely at any time. Like it was a tight leash. Yeah. Like you didn't leave for lunch. You didn't leave for anything.
That was-
That's how Menard was. You
Well,
didn't
yeah,
get to
Really?
do any of that.
You couldn't
yeah.
leave for lunch, but like, I mean, we had like different like programs for the seniors. Like it was like our religion class.
Yeah.
And some of the seniors would go to the nursing home in Franklin. So like, they would get to leave. And
Yeah.
They would leave and go to like Sonic or
Yeah.
go to McDonald's on the way back.
Yeah, that's
Then you
The-
just call them.
yeah. The way out for Menard is if you would take yearbook and you'd be like, I'm going to sell ads, like to sell the yearbook.
Around town.
Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go drive around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're just leaving. You're just like, I'm not
I'm
sticking
just
around. You
about
could
to go
only
home.
be gone for that allotted time period, obviously. Like, you can't just be missing school. But everybody would be like, I'm going to sell ads today.
A friend and I left for lunch one day, like snuck out and left school for lunch one day to go to Taco Bell. And the Taco Bell was right next to a bank drive-through where my mother was in the bank drive-through. So we're in the Taco Bell drive-through. We're just like talking, and we look over, and there's my mom staring at
The
us from
Ferris
the
Bueller
bank
moment.
drive-through. It was like that. And our fate, we were just like, and she like pointed over at us. And so we like got out of it. We left. I'm like, well, what am I going to do? It's not like I can outrun her, or I have to go home eventually. Like she's going to call the
So
school.
were you skipping?
Yes, I was skipping school,
Oof.
ran into her at the bank. Then on the way back to school, ran into my friend's dad coming down the road towards us this way. We're going this way, so we ducked down in the car. So it's my car driving down the road with no
Nobody
heads
in
in
it?
it. So he
Jeez.
calls my parents at that moment. He's
my
like, I just saw Katie's car going down 98.
Nobody's
Nobody
in
was
it."
driving it. My mom was like, I've already called the school. They were just at Taco Bell. Like,
Oh my
God,
god.
and I never got in trouble. Like, I never did anything to get in trouble. That was big. I got in trouble.
What year? Like what?
I think I was a sophomore.
Just got the license? What you're going
No,
through
because
right
I got
now?
my license in 9th grade.
Never.
Because we were 15. I was like the last year in Mississippi that you could get your license at 15. So I was one of the few freshmen driving to school because my birthday was early too.
Damn. When y'all would have like dances and stuff at school, would they make y'all like stay there?
Yeah,
Like-
they didn't let you out.
Like they would not let us like leave. Like
Oh no! Once you're in there, you're in
Yeah,
there.
you're
there.
in.
Like
They
it-
breathalyzed us before.
They
Yeah.
still do that.
It's like,
Yeah.
bro,
At school
I'm trying
now.
to go home. Like,
I don't want to be here.
I'm not
Yeah, no,
bothering
you're
anybody
in.
by going home.
No.
I mean, I think you could leave, but you couldn't come back.
No, you can't do anything to go do anything fun then come
No.
back in.
Nah.
And I think they make you stay for like an allotted amount of time.
Yeah.
But a lot of like the only dances we had were like homecoming and prom.
Yeah.
And so you'd want to stay until
Mm-hmm.
the end because you would get we would get a party bus and then go to like whoever had the after party. So that was the time to shine.
I was
You
about
just
to
had to
say-
kind of get through the
I
dance.
was
Yeah.
about to say the after party was where it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's fun.
Now we're about to get.
Yeah,
live.
because it's usually going to somebody's house where their parents don't necessarily care,
Or they
or
don't.
We're going
Or
out to
home.
some land. That's
Yeah,
where
that-
most of my
yeah.
partying
that was the best.
some land.
God, it's just some random land somewhere. It was like someone's land. Like, what were we thinking? Like, I don't think they do that anymore.
I think they do. There was this girl at my school. Her dad had like a barn, but it was like a house.
Yeah.
And it was like in the middle of like sugarcane fields, and we'd
Nice.
go there
That's
and
perfect.
have parties, and it was.
It
what
had
you
like
could think.
electricity and everything.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was like a house. Like
Yeah.
he lived there, but
Oh,
like,
okay.
he just wouldn't be home.
Yeah.
So she'd have parties there, and it was electric.
Everybody has that spot until you don't.
I know.
Until it just gets too big to handle.
She graduated. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something always happens. We're like,
Yeah.
damn, remember we used to go, my
Yep.
buddy had a trailer like outside of his house.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like a double wide trailer, and that's where we would always go. Like they didn't come out the house, and he
can't
didn't. As long
imagine.
as he didn't care, as long as we weren't in the house, we would just stay. Like we would basically party out and around that.
Yeah.
But it became like a thing to where you can't go over there because they have the trailer.
Yeah.
You know, so parents started to get concerned
They
because
had the trailer.
we're
Yeah,
clearly
the
doing
trailer.
something we're not supposed to be doing over there, and parents are nosy as hell.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, some parents ratted my
have to
parents
be.
out for having a New Year's party one year.
You see, that's what it's like, bro.
Oh,
it's-
that's too bad.
But like our New Year's parties would get like out of hand. Like
yeah. Well, that's what you either going to somebody's house where their parents are out of town, or their parents are cool enough to let you have it, and then the parents are concerned about both.
yeah.
It's like, oh no, that's the bad kid's house.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, once my mom started seeing people she didn't know, she was like,
Uh huh.
"This is out of hand.
Yeah.
Like, we need to."
That
bring the
happened.
levels
That
down."
happened to
I know
me
that
one
feeling.
time, and it was a disaster. Like
Yeah.
way too big to.
Oh, yeah.
Like
She ended it.
Facebook.
After,
It's happened.
yeah, she
Yeah.
ended it after some kid tried to put his head through the wall.
My God.
Like he just turned to the wall and just.
A guy tried to fight my dad with a brick.
Jeez.
Oh, my God.
It was a Cowboys and Indians party, and we were probably 500 deep.
and it
got
turned into Cowboys
insane.
and Indians.
Yeah, at my house or my parents' house, and I remember like looking around and just having this sinking feel like I don't know. I don't know I don't know some of these people, and I kept looking. I don't know a lot of these people. And then my dad was like, "What?" He actually played. He brought his band outside,
That's
and they played
awesome.
the party, and that's when it was at its peak. And then after that happened, like everybody got hammered, and it was chaos. Somebody snuck in through a window, stole a laptop, and left.
Oh.
Then somebody tried to fight my dad, and he left his wallet. Whenever he fell down, he was hammered, and he left his wallet in the grass, and he had to come back the next day and come get it. And he was like had to pay the piper immediately, and he was like,
Oh, my
"I'm very sorry."
gosh.
He's like, "It's okay. Here you go,
Ugh.
dumbass."
That's the worst. All right, let's get a break, and then we'll come back.
We'll come
with our
back. We'll
tier
talk a little
list.
NBA Finals. I think they start today. LSU
They
plays
do.
McNeese. We'll see who. I don't know who they're going to throw today. Maybe Thatcher again. Try to get him right. He not his best outing over the weekend. We'll see about the LSU pitching, but I was told not to panic. I won't panic.
I'm not panicked.
We'll be back. The Jordy Culotta Show brought to you by R&B Builders and Katie's Restaurant.
Hey Baton Rouge, when traveling through Natchez, Mississippi, whether you need to fill up your vehicle or your belly, stop by Go-Mart and On The Go Deli. Go-Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you might need on your trip. So stop by Go-Mart at 4 Sergeant Prentice Drive as you're entering Natchez on the left, and visit Tom and Wright Granning and their awesome team at Go-Mart.
Are you looking for sound financial advice? Then get in touch with Daniel Newman of Edward Jones. You can call him today at 225-261-8262 or email him daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. If you're planning for retirement, saving for college for children or grandchildren, or just looking for sound investment opportunities, get in touch with Daniel today, 225-261-8262, located on Magnolia Square Drive in Central. Daniel Newman of Edward Jones. Fourier Insurance Agency, established in 1946, locally can help you with any of your home, auto, commercial, contractors, life and health insurance today. Give them a call, 225-383-0682, or log online to FourierAgency.com.
Hey, she's on her way up.
Hey, G, I got you something.
Hey, Coach. What do you think? Is this too much?
If you look good, you play good.
All right, then. Let's get it done.
Do you need your roof checked or just ready to get a new roof? Premier South Roofing and Sheet Metal has helped over 10,000 customers with their roofs over the last 2 decades. Premier South employs over 300 team members in South Louisiana. They're accredited by the Better Business Bureau. They've been named in the top 100 roofers in the nation for a number of years. And Premier South has former insurance adjusters in-house whose job it is to help get all the insurance money you deserve. So go to PremierSouthLA.com for Premier South Roofing and Sheet Metal and get your free inspection.
Premier South Roofing.
Donaldsonville Glass and Body, the trusted name in frame, body, and automotive paint repair since 1977. They have served their customers for over 45 years. You can find them online at dgbauto.com or stop in and see them Railroad Avenue and Division Street out in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Look, they can help you with your insurance claims. They can make the repair process as stress-free as possible. I'm speaking from experience here. I've got numerous windshields, body repair, all done by Kenny and the crew over at Donaldsonville Glass and Body. They are, without question, the most well-equipped shop in the area. Stop in and see them today. Shop them online, dgbauto.com, or stop in and see the crew over in Division Street in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Hey fellas, it's Jordy Culotta for my friends over at Men's Total Health. Guys, do you suffer from fatigue, decreased libido, erectile dysfunction, weight gain or loss of muscle mass, signs of depression, anxiety, hair loss, mental fog, general loss of interest? Then you might be suffering from low testosterone. Go see my friend Mike Roach and his great team over at Men's Total Health over in Metairie at menstotalhealth.net online. And stop in and see how they can change your life today. A simple shot and some knowledge from Mike Roach can get you back up, moving with your energy, get your sex drive back, build your muscle mass, make you feel young again. All online, menstotalhealth.net. Red Stick Sports, a local staple in Baton Rouge to all sports fans, was founded back in 1981 and has remained a family business for over 40 years. Today, they still have the great selection on the floor, but they're also a leader in custom apparel for businesses, sports teams, and other groups. Take it from us, everybody over here at FM Digital Media. They help us out with all of our apparel. Let them help you out today. Go ask for Cody over at Red Stick Sports. Check him out online at redsticksports.biz.
The Jordy Culotta Show is brought to you by A-Bears Lawn Maintenance. Commercial or residential, A-Bears Lawn Maintenance is ready to work. A-Bears can tackle all your homeowners association requirements. Call Blake at 225-485-8022. A-Bears Lawn Maintenance.
Get Gordon and get it done. Get Gordon and get it done. Corrects done. Personal injury done. Workers' comp done. Truck wrecks done. Get Gordon and get it done. Get Gordon and get it done.
In 1975, Mike Anderson left the gridiron for the grill, opening a po' boy shop near LSU. If you're from Louisiana, odds are you've tasted a dish, experienced the tradition of Mike Anderson's seafood. 48 years later, the tradition of Mike Anderson's lives on with the next generation.
I'm very thankful. He's never allowed okay to be okay. It's a driving force for me to just want to keep it as good as he made it.
Mike Anderson Seafood and WAFB, celebrating the community.
Collapsing on me. Welcome back. Welcome back.
To a
Kind of want to talk
Tuesday.
about what we just talked about, but
No,
it's up to you.
no.
I know. No, not that part. The other
No.
part.
What other part?
Just all these applications you can have when you're a mother. That
Screen time?
Yeah.
I can talk about that. I
Yeah,
won't talk about
absolutely.
the specifics, but yeah, you have to put screen time on your kids' phones. You gotta control something.
well, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, when they're little, you need screen time so they're not on there. If you don't take their phone from them at night, like, you can shut it down so that they can't sit there and do things all through the night.
Right.
But you can limit, like, apps. Like, you can go in and limit a specific app. Like, you can't be on, you get this many minutes of
So on
Snapchat
TikTok.
a day. Yeah, or TikTok. You get like an hour a day, like that. Or you can shut everything down at like a certain time of day, certain days of the week. I mean, it's very customizable.
I guess that's it's almost a necessary evil, because I'm thinking of whenever I was like would have had a phone. We didn't have like an iPhone yet.
Right.
So it's not that entertaining.
No.
I don't have access to the entire world.
Exactly.
It was just, or like Snapchat or these apps or
Yeah,
anything.
you could
It's
just text
like,
people though.
Yeah, and that's fine, you know?
Yeah.
And we had like a limited amount of text.
Right.
It wasn't unlimited yet.
I know.
And so you had to choose your words wisely.
Yeah, you
Make
did.
sure you're talking to the person you want to be talking to. That's wild, because I guess the phone.
The phone is.
It's everything.
It's everything, and it
so
is to us too. So you can't act like it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I think that's just where we are. It's evolution, baby. You just got to control your kids.
I'm trying to think of what I would have. I guess the home computer. That's what we didn't have laptops either.
Yeah, my brother got busted looking at porn on the home computer. 'Cause
Yeah,
he-
my brother
he
got
left it
busted
up.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you learn quickly how to delete your history.
Yeah.
It takes one mistake, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it really does.
Sean, you should be embarrassed of yourself.
Yeah.
And then we'd always get caught on like AIM.
Yeah.
And that's if you look like your instant messages up, it's like, you shouldn't be talking like this.
Right.
What are you trying to do?
I know.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I know.
I'm late with my friends.
Yeah, I know.
But that was like the original, I guess, texting or Snapchat, like talking to. But my parents didn't want me to have that either.
I know.
So that's where I guess that was their hard and fast rule.
Parents just don't understand.
Parents just don't
for real
understand.
though. I mean, it is harder for you got to get in a certain mindset with kids. I'm not acting like I'm there. I'm just saying. I mean, I think I'm there.
No, I wouldn't even think about it. Like, I didn't think about, like, of course they have to monitor this because they will be on it all night.
Yeah, they really would. They have no self-control.
Yeah, and you need to be like, all right.
Nothing.
So how do you see how do you know which ones to limit?
Well, I can see if I have their screen time on, I could see when you picked up, I can see how many hours a day they spend on each thing. I can see that anyway, but I can turn screen time on to limit it. But I have it on all of their phones, or we have it on all their phones, where I can see okay, they were on the phone till 4 a.m. for instance. That's when we shut down Cooper's. We're all right, now you're getting off at 11 every night. I think that's pretty lenient.
Yeah, what is he?
And I mean, sometimes
did he bark back about that?
No, he didn't.
He was just yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
He didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he was not on the weekends. We're no, not on the weekends. But it has to make sense. Come on. They can't just be on, they'll be on there all night. And sometimes I will give them the benefit of the doubt. They'll fall asleep. I've gone into their rooms before and they're dead ass asleep and TikTok's just blasting out of their phone. And so I'm well, that's why it's showing that you're on it all night. So let me shut this down so you're not even tempted to do it. But yeah, I can go to each individual app and say how long you could spend on it. I don't, but I could if I needed to take that route. You gotta have some control as a parent.
I don't want to
take their phones and be looking. And I have a lot
of
of friends that do that. They will take their kids' phones and they are going through everything. Yes, I did that to Sophie, but I don't want to do that all the time. I don't want to be that.
I think this is a fair compromise.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you can, all right, shut it down to 11. I don't care what you do on there.
Yeah.
But whenever it's time to, I was trying to get you to go to sleep.
Right.
So you won't be an asshole tomorrow.
Yeah. And I mean, if there was something if I was really thought something awful was happening, that I needed to look at their phone. I mean, I have the right to do that. I mean, I pay for the phone. But otherwise, they need some privacy, Everybody needs privacy.
Cody, you could talk about that on your own time.
What's he talking about?
I appreciate the topic.
What did he bring up?
It's in the chat. You can read it if you
who's
like.
Your favorite porn star?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Top tier list.
Getting a little deep, huh?
Who was Debbie Does Dallas?
Is that a porn star?
It's a porn
That's
movie.
That's the name of a porn, yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know who was in it.
Can we say porn?
I don't know.
So Redface is going to
Probably.
be up in the chat before we know it. Y'all, we haven't had her in a while, right? Redface?
I think YouTube did some maintenance on their end to make sure that doesn't happen anymore.
Now we just have Sheila.
I know.
Who bestows her blessings on us.
I know.
Every now and then.
Did we get blessed today?
No,
we got blessed
I think
yesterday.
We got blessed yesterday.
We did.
And for a bot, people are really nice to her.
She's real.
You think so?
Yeah.
Where does she come from?
I don't know, dude. But I know she's real
because
she's
responded.
She's real.
How do you know she's real? Bots respond.
But it feels real.
It does feel real. That's what they want you to think. Redface feels real.
Grady, I remember having to wait 2 minutes for a picture of a naked chick to load one line at a time.
Oh, yeah.
And just I guess you got to really pick who you want to see.
Yeah, you do.
You're damn, this isn't doing it for me. I got time. Gotta go.
All right, let's go to our tier list, and then we'll talk a little more about sports.
Yeah, we do have the finals tonight. Just one game, huh? Just Lakers, or is it both games?
No, it's just one game tonight, right?
It's time for our Tuesday tier list.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I haven't listened to it yet.
I love it.
How long is it? Is it like a bed underneath? 2 minutes? All right, let's hop into the Tuesday tier list.
I love it.
I don't know how to use this. I don't know if I'll let it play out.
I have no idea either. I think it just plays in the background while we do this.
Yeah, while we do the tier list. All right, so we'll pop up the tier list on the screen. It is S, gotta have it. A is acceptable.
What's it about?
I'm just going through where you want to put things. The top of the list is the best thing. Acceptable is acceptable. B, it's the thought that counts. C, you could try a little harder. D, you didn't do it right.
Fake smile, aw, honey.
And
aw,
so
honey.
These are Mother's Day gifts and where they rank. And I think Katie will probably have a lot of input on this one.
You think?
And also chat. Feel free to contribute. Cody, we can do your tier list another time. And just do that on your own time. All right, Stewie, if you can read us off some of these choices. First one, I can read them. First one up, flowers for Mother's Day. Where does that sit with you?
I love fresh flowers. Like, I have them in my house at all times. So I would say gotta have it,
But
or acceptable. Oh, I can't.
I'm talking
choose.
about as a gift, not as something that you would just
Right.
Like, you like.
I like to receive flowers.
Yeah, it's like it's you say you
So
like
I'll
when
say
somebody gets you
acceptable
flowers.
then, because
Yeah.
there's probably something better on this list.
Because if
too,
you
right?
didn't, if David didn't get you flowers, you would just go get them yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's not that
But
big
he
a
did
deal.
send me flowers this year.
See, me and Rebecca, she ruined it. She wants flowers, but the first time we talked to like whatever, she was like, "Don't get me flowers as a gift. Like I can't do anything with it. Like I have to take care of it now. You basically just got me like a bad pet."
Aw.
But now she
Damn.
regret. So I remembered that. I was like, "Dude, you were out on flowers." So
Yeah,
I've
at
never.
least she told you.
No regrets.
Well, now she
you know
wants
what I'm
them,
saying?
but too late. Never getting them. Drew a line.
You are gonna get flowers.
I've
for
never
her at
gotten
some
her
point.
flowers.
Jeez. Terrible guy.
I
You're
heard
gonna
what she
have
had
to at some
done.
point.
When she's dead, put them on her grave.
Boyd, jeez.
No, I mean once you say something where it's like I don't like flowers, then you don't get to go back on your word.
Okay.
You can't change your mind.
You can.
No.
You can.
And I just no.
That's
That's her
our
fault.
prerogative.
That's her fault.
All right,
So,
what's next?
I'm fine with the flowers being acceptable.
Okay.
Bath bomb.
I like that. I mean,
I don't know if that's a gift
I think
though.
come on, try harder though. But I do love baths. Y'all know that. Y'all have got me bath bombs before. Here.
That's true, but if for something, this would have to be a part of a larger gift, right?
Yeah,
Like
don't just
the-
give me a bath bomb.
one bath bomb.
Yeah.
It'd be like I mean,
Right.
I had one, or
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so that's like if you do like if you put some of these together as like one Mother's Day presentation, you can probably get somewhere.
Yeah,
But
I
if you
think
just
so.
a solo bath bomb, it's
That's like you can go to the Walgreens and get that
yeah.
real
But let's
quick.
say you get like a pack of 3 bath bombs.
Still.
Is that how they come?
No, they're all different. Depends on where you get them from.
What do they do?
They just fizz in your tub and release like a fragrance and like oils and stuff sometimes. Some of them have little treats in the middle of them.
And what?
Like a little toy.
Hell yeah. That's a gotta have it.
Some of them have they'll have like flower petals that also dissolve, or like when I would get the kids' bath bombs that they would have little Christmas ornaments in them, or like little bracelets.
You said when you
Right,
said
when I was-
treats, I thought
I know.
food first.
No, that was
and I was
so
like, I don't want
weird.
anything wet.
Gross.
Yeah. And then,
I
then
accidentally started to say toy, and
then
I
you-
realized
yeah.
that was a huge mistake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Toy.
So let's move on.
That would be a great.
Put
that's
bath
probably-
bomb on. Come on, try harder, Stewie, and let's move on.
Yeah, with the toy.
I had a teacher in high school when things would go on like that. He'd be like, moving right along.
Yeah, let's get back to football. C, yeah, they give it a C. Which I think it is thoughtful,
yes, Rusty
though. 'cause
Fish says the gift packs they have at Lush. That's a good choice, Rusty Fish.
How
for
much?
bath
How
bombs.
much does that cost?
Those are more expensive. Those are the best.
Oh shit.
I love Lush.
So that's an S tier
Lush
bath
is
bomb.
expensive.
Lush is expensive. It's good stuff. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they come with the toys in the middle.
They don't,
No.
but they're good.
No toys. No toys.
All right, what's
Tidy
next?
Chocolate.
D.
Oh.
Are you just not a chocolate fan?
Yeah, I love chocolate.
But it's just like not very thoughtful. You feel like?
It's so generic, right? It's so basic. Like
Yeah,
a
it
box
is.
of chocolates.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
respect
basic.
that. I respect that.
David got me a pack of red vines. So
Yeah, but I'm sure he got you something else.
flowers.
Flowers and red vine. Is that
Yeah.
your favorite candy though?
I do love red vines.
Yeah.
Did he buy those shoes right there?
I mean, technically.
Okay. Then.
no, it's not that. I'm saying he was trying.
No, I mean, Lloyd,
Where
that's
would-
that is
Those are fire.
That is Gucci and
Adidas collab.
Collab. Like
I don't think David's picking those
that's
out.
almost
though.
like one of ones.
Yeah.
David has no idea.
Those are
no.
cool.
Yeah, he doesn't have an idea, but his car does.
He noticed them this morning. He's like, "You got some new kicks?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Mm-hmm."
His account notices.
David cracks me up. He just the amount of times
He's
his
so out of
facial
touch.
expression just doesn't change when
I
it should.
know.
It's so funny. It's just like
I know,
Got some
sweet
new,
David.
Got some new kicks, huh?
I know.
I wish I could get new shoes.
He's so good.
Does he buy himself anything? Like, does he ever
Does he
treat
buy
himself?
anything? Rarely. I mean, I buy his clothes for him. So,
Jeez.
Well,
no,
I mean,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
you
it
know
is.
what I mean. I mean,
You
he
know what
doesn't
he
know how to
likes.
do that.
Yeah, he has great
I
clothes
don't
too.
know. No, the only thing he buys for himself would be like hunting stuff or fishing things.
Yeah,
or,
that you don't know how much those cost either. So
Yeah.
And
it's
she
a
doesn't
fair
know what
trade.
to look for anyway. So
Right.
Like, all right.
I'm just thinking of like little like things that he would get. They just probably like, I hope she doesn't know.
Oh,
Like,
no.
I'm like a new, like a Borelli.
What's
Yeah,
that?
like a
gun?
shotgun.
Oh.
You know, be like,
No,
oh, I
I
don't
mean,
know how
yeah,
much it costs.
I think he bought one recently. Yeah, like
Yeah.
whatever. That's not my business.
Right. That's a great way to live.
That is a
Wait,
great
which
way
one
to
did we
live.
just do? Chocolate? So, but when you said red vines,
Red vines are.
was it something that surprised you that he knew like about you? Like,
No,
is it
I
like
knew that he knew I
knows
liked
that this
them,
is
but
a
that's
treat?
sweet. That's like
Me too.
You know
That's
what I
what I'm
mean? That's
thinking.
not a weird box of chocolates like a Whitman sampler or something that you would, you know?
But that's what I'm saying. If you
Is that
got
the
some
one with all the different like
Yeah.
varieties?
the
Yeah.
coconut in the middle, and
Right.
it's like,
Ugh.
oh,
Oh my god.
You have to bite into everyone and half vomit, and then you
Yeah.
might find one you like.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to eat this. This is horrible.
But for some people, that's what's making me think is some people chocolates could be S tier because they get like your favorite chocolate, or like it's the thought that counts.
Grady said, "What real women want is a pack of Marlboro Lights and some birth control."
Jeez.
Who?
Grady.
Pack of
Hell
Marlboro
yeah.
Reds. Get it right.
I
Okay,
mean,
what's next? How many are there?
candles.
Let's keep
who are you
going.
hanging out with, Grady?
Candles. I love candles too. So like, but still, B, I guess. Can we add? Do they all like? There could be more than one B or more than one C, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on the candle.
All right, a cookbook.
Go ahead. Oh
Ooh,
no,
no, that's an insult.
that's a D.
A greeting card.
Wait, well, hold
I
on.
mean-
Cookbook. Hold on. If there's one that you like actually
That's
want,
true. If there's
like
one
my
that you
mom
want.
would have loved to get it. Like we got her, "Fuck That's Delicious," the Action Bronson cookbook.
Yeah.
And she was like, "This is cool."
Okay.
You know, so it depends on what you do. And
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure she treats herself to some cookbook, so I might go B.
Okay.
If I had a vote.
Okay. You do have a vote.
Chad thinks.
But if it's like a generic cookbook just to get you a cookbook,
Right.
then that's a terrible gift.
True.
And it's like saying, "Hey, do you need help?"
It is like that.
Maybe you should measure it as something
Or like get in the kitchen and make me a meal for once.
right. That's what I'm saying. So you better be. That's a be. Tread lightly
Yeah.
on the cookbook.
Okay, what's
a
next?
greeting card?
David always gets me a really cheesy card. I told him that the other day. I was like, "You're the king of
Does he do it
sentimental
on-
cards." It's the sentimental card with
Like
like
Hallmark?
all the cursive writing, and you open it, and like there's might be another page of. Right, I have so many of those. It's cute. I
It's
know.
like a little
he's
joke.
like he's like one of the last people on earth, I think, in there buying those.
Does he
sentimental
think
greeting
it's
cards.
funny, or he thinks he's actually?
No, he doesn't think it's funny. He's very sweet about it.
Like when he's buying it, people are probably like, "Why is this serial killer
I know.
buying?"
Yeah, I mean,
greeting cards?"
well, he's buying
Wait,
like.
that's weird that you say that because our kids call him Dahmer, and all our kids' friends call him
That's
Dahmer
mean.
too.
Because his face is
But
like.
Stewie just said he's looks like a serial
he always
killer.
has like this just like stoic face. and it's
That's
just
weird,
always, like-
Stewie, because he's kind of offended by it, and like
mean,
the kids' friends are like,
like,
"What's Dahmer doing today? Dahmer,
Yeah,
what are
he's
you
getting
up to?"
fucking bullied.
He really is.
Like,
I think
Y'all
David's
know who-
cool, but like
I know,
yeah, his
but
face
yeah,
is just always
that's
the same.
interesting.
David,
Well,
love
if
it. We have to
I
ta-
die,
we-
y'all know that like everyone is gonna go to blame him first.
well, that's what
clearly.
everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the husband's always.
But
the
now
first.
he's been publicly called a serial killer, so it's
Jeez.
over for him if something happens to me.
You think
David,
he's
I'm-
sweating at work?
David, I'm
For
very
sure,
sorry.
maybe.
For this. Like I feel bad now.
Yeah, you did. Well, no, it's not.
Serial killer.
I know what you were trying to say, but the fact that there's kids that are like, "What's Dahmer up to?" It's like,
I know.
it's Mr. Fucking Oligood to you. Like, yeah, get that out. How about that?
No, he doesn't say a word.
Well, of course not. That's part of why he gets called that. I would
No.
imagine.
Yeah, it is.
But the greeting
cards.
greeting card is very Dahmer-esque too, though.
It is very Dahmer-esque. It's sweet though. I think B. It's the thought that counts.
It depends on. Okay, there's a multitude of ways to do this, right? If
Yeah.
you get a greeting card, like a generic one that's just like here,
Yeah.
and there's no money in it for like a birthday or something like that, or you're
Right.
just like,
Kinda
damn, I'm looking for something else in here.
Yes.
But what my dad does is he always makes it. He's very good at drawing,
Aw.
and so he always makes like homemade cards.
That's
he does
the
it for.
sweetest.
He does it for. I don't know if he does it for Mother's Day, but he always does it for our birthday. Like
That's so sweet.
for me, my brother, my mom, like he spends like a lot of time
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh,
I'll
Lloyd,
bring
I
some.
love
I'll bring some.
that.
I keep them all.
Please do.
But they're like he's like works for like a month on it.
Yeah.
And he like does like a little bit at a time because it's always like down to the wire. He's like, hold on, and I see he's got like glue. I was like, all right, he's almost like I know what you're up to. But they're awesome. So that would be
I love that.
He doesn't have to do it that way, which is why it makes it cool.
Yeah, that's
So,
really sweet.
That's what I'm saying. There's
That's
levels
like-
to some of these
There
things.
are.
That's thoughtful. That's
Yeah,
like,
that's
all
what I'm
right,
saying.
like,
That's
this
really
means
thinking.
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I only go for funny. If I get a card, it's funny or like raunchy. So all the cards David has are like inappropriate for me
Right.
or funny. Well, it's never sentimental.
Let me lick that butt.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Give me that head.
Happy Father's Day. Get that D out.
Whoa, wow. That's me over.
Yeah. But we have all so whenever we don't buy cards like in our family. We do it that way. It's like we'll always
That's
like
sweet.
handwrite something.
I love that.
So that's why it's I guess a big deal to
Okay,
us.
that would be like gotta have it. Then,
Yeah, that would be
kind of
expected
card.
because it's expected.
These
Like,
tier
we always-
Jay's watching right now, thinking, "Why did I do these tier lists for y'all?" Because
But it's perfect.
I mean, we can't decide on any of them. Okay, what's next? A massage.
where we at? Thought that
Oh,
counts.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
put it right in the
You
middle.
gotta be in the middle.
Because it.
Massage or whatever this is.
Happy ending.
Come on, try harder. Come on.
I think massage is very acceptable.
Yeah, I would say acceptable or S tier. Like that feels
Yeah.
like something. Let's go S tier.
Okay.
Because it's something that
women love.
Not
Yeah.
only that, but I'm thinking I want one. Yeah. Like if I'm buying somebody else a massage, it's like you're
I
not.
know.
We're going together.
Let me
Yeah.
test this out
Because
real quick.
massages fucking rule.
I know.
I've never had one.
Oh, you should treat
you
like
gotta
it.
get one.
Am I
Change your
gonna-
day. Change your week.
Yeah, it will. You gotta get one.
I want to get my neck cracked and like.
That's a chiropractor.
My neck, my back.
I do need.
want
I'm
them
terrified of the chiropractor.
Same.
I don't want them touching my neck.
I'm scared of it too, but it's like I feel like
you need
I feel
it?
like I would have more mobilization in the neck. If I,
Oh yeah, they'll convince you. But
Oh,
the
they
thing
will.
is, with the chiropractor, like you have to go back. It's not like you're fixed.
It's not like the first time.
Yeah.
Like resetting this thing and then like you'll be all right for the next 3 years.
Yeah, I need to go for my one leg's longer than the other, so I need to like get adjusted. I'd imagine.
Are you gonna wear one of those shoes?
Yeah,
with
you
the-
should
I
wear the
need-
shoes with the platform.
But
on
my
it.
hip hurts so bad all the time, and I think that's why, because I'm walking I'm imbalanced, and so I should probably go to the chiropractor, but I'm also not going to pay for it, so
you
I
get
just
a
kind of
little-
live in pain.
More a little pull on one.
Yeah, I just need them to like I've seen videos of it. They like grab you by the feet, and it looks like it works.
Grab
Looks
by
like
the
what
feet.
I need,
Grab them by the feet.
but I'm not going to pay for any of that.
You just tried so hard not to say what you wanted
I
to
am
say.
twice now.
She's like, grab him
Twice
by
in
the
a couple of minutes. All right, let's move on
custom
to the next
mugs.
one.
Custom mugs.
I mean, if that's from a kid and they made it like with their little handwriting at school, then it's got to have it.
But if it's
But if you
from-
bought me a mug that was like #1 mom, then
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
just a-
D.
I would say it's.
So we could go somewhere between here. Like,
Oh,
this
it
thought that
it does
counts.
depend. Like I said, there's levels to it.
And these are just our opinions, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
I know people
But
really
it-
like mugs. I'm kind of weird about mugs. I like
I'm out.
specific mugs.
Yeah, because I feel like a cup is more useful than like the sustainability behind a cup is. I would almost make it acceptable because you're gonna use it,
You're gonna use it.
especially if it's even close to something that you like.
Like
a
a
cup
Stanley.
is always available.
True.
It's
Put it in A
dependable.
then.
Gotta have it.
And no, acceptable. Yeah.
Acceptable.
Sorry.
And now if you custom it up and make it like a great mug,
Yeah.
then I can see that. But
Yeah.
a mug is something that will always get used.
Yeah, it will.
That is true.
What's next?
Breakfast
Food?
in bed.
Use the breakfast. In
I
bed?
mean, I think that's very acceptable.
Would it shock you?
No.
Has he done it before? Like cooking breakfast for you and bringing it to you in bed.
He always brings me coffee in bed on the weekends.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is really nice.
That is very nice.
I know. Coffee and
But
a
I'm saying,
crossword puzzle.
do y'all cook?
Some.
Some?
Not a lot.
Like,
We
so
used to
if-
cook a
if-
lot more when
if
the
he-
kids were younger.
Yeah. Well, now it's too. There you got. You
Nobody
don't
eats
have
at the
time.
same time.
Yeah.
Everybody's eating
We
Cane's
stand
or
up and eat.
Chick-fil-A.
Are you hungry? No, I'm fine.
I know, right?
I want Ruth Chris, bitch.
God. Basically.
Jordy had that problem with little Jay for a while, where he's like he would only eat like certain things.
Yeah.
Where
Cooper
kids
was
are,
like that for a while.
Kids are, but he took it to a whole nother level of. It's not like I just like chicken or turkey or like normal things. Like
Yeah.
only like steak from Ruth Chris, and he's like, This is the problem.
That's
like,
how Cooper was.
Like that's not how life works.
No, it's
Like,
not.
bro,
Steak's good all the time.
Yeah, like,
But it's not. Once you take them there and then you go somewhere else and it's not done right, they're like, oh, this isn't as good as
it's
Ruth's
not
Chris.
really-
Well, that's why it's a treat.
Yeah.
Like you have to understand this ain't the like
We ain't going there
Your
every
standards
day.
can't be that high.
Right.
That's unbelievable. But yeah, so I guess if he cooked, breakfast in bed is acceptable. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to do any. I love not having to do anything.
Yeah.
Like it changes your day whenever it's like, oh, this is already done.
Yeah.
If they like did laundry for you
Oh,
and clean the house for Mother's Day, would you be like, this is?
that would be wild.
Yeah, that's the gift you want. You're never gonna get it.
Yeah.
That
That would be
sucks.
wild.
If it-
David actually did Cooper's laundry, but it was because Cooper had no more school uniforms left. So that took some off my plate. But what I said on Sunday, what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually do all the laundry because I'm specific about how I wash different types of clothes and then I wanted someone else to fold it and put it all away.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
But it didn't. That didn't happen either.
All right, next
let's
one
move
up.
on. Jay
What is-
said this one was on there twice, so just ignore the last one.
A
But
coupon book?
yeah,
Fuck you, fake smile. Like
yeah.
That's
that's work.
Depending.
think
I've given
about-
David a coupon book before.
But you didn't think about
To wear.
shit.
Yeah, that's different.
Wait. Whoa, hold up.
I thought like you're making me go to Walmart.
Yeah, let's take a step back. Coupon list to wear.
I got it from Goop, so you can imagine
I
that
don't know what that
that's the Gwyneth Paltrow store and site. She has a lot of good stuff on there. So it was a very nicely done one, but a very sensual one.
Yes, I mean that's
I'm trying to see. what
that's
this
S
is.
tier if it's that.
Yeah.
What is Goop, man?
Goop is Gwyneth Paltrow made.
It's like her lifestyle site
Yeah.
and store.
Is it
It's named after
Beauty, skincare, clothing.
Is it G-O?
GOOP.
It's about she did the vagina scented candles.
She did do that,
Uh-huh.
which is weird. I've not smelled those.
Okay.
But she has
And doesn't
good
she have
stuff.
like a
Good stuff on there as far as jewelry, clothes, and beauty.
Tidy box.
Lots of health articles and things like that to read. But
Gwyneth Paltrow is so weird.
she is strange, but she's done it. I mean, like, she's killing it.
Food and home.
Yeah, this is S tier if you get this.
Yeah.
From Goop.
So it just depends.
Just
you know?
depends what you're
On
into.
the coupon book. And what
I
you're
feel like
into.
there's some
Trying to figure. I'm trying to see.
There's
what,
like a sex section of the web of Goop where
That's
there's
what-
like
that's what I'm on.
vibrators
That's what I'm
and
looking
like
for.
sex toy. Yeah, I mean there's
Yeah.
some stuff on there.
that's what
There's some good stuff on there.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
So that's S tier if you get that.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
The vagina
See?
candle. And then she got that sub ski thing.
She did get in the ski
She won $1.
accident and she won the lawsuit, yeah, against the man who said it prohibited his wine tastings. So I was glad. And then did you see when she won? I watched that whole trial only on TikTok, mainly to see what she had on every day.
Yeah.
Because I love her style. And she leaned down to him when she won the trial. Did you see her exiting the courtroom? It was like, I wish you the best.
She gave him a honey.
That was
This
all.
is wild.
That was a great
Yeah,
trial
Goop's
to watch.
Yeah.
I'm-
Okay, last one up.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Get off of it. You can go in there later.
Okay.
Do that on work computers. Perfume. I guess this would be in our world if it was Father's Day, like cologne. I don't wear
Okay.
cologne. That's shocking to everybody, I'm sure.
I don't wear much. I have some perfume, but I don't wear it every day, and I don't ever want anyone to buy me perfume. I
You don't
think
know what
that's
I
very
like to- yeah.
personal.
Well,
Like I know what I like.
So you
And you don't.
only want to buy it.
I want to buy it
yourself?
for myself. Yeah.
so if he bought you a perfume that he liked the smell of and you didn't, you wouldn't wear it? If he was like, I like this.
Well, what if it made me like nauseated?
I don't know.
There
I'm
are certain
asking.
scents that he likes that I'll make a point to wear, like
Yeah.
certain lotions that I have or things like that. But yeah, if he were like, I don't like that, I would never wear it. But if he were like, I love this, but it made me vomit, like that'd
Yeah,
be tough, you
that's
know?
fair.
That'd be a hard spot.
So it's a thought that counts.
Yeah,
All right.
we did it.
The coupon book. I didn't know that would be such a wide range of.
All of them are, really,
Mm-hmm.
right? Every one of these things.
It could go either way.
It really could.
Yeah, they're almost too generic.
Yeah, but that's what you do for Mother's Day, right? It's very generic. It's a very generic holiday.
It is.
What else do you do for your mom?
That's right. Yeah, I feel like y'all get the shaft on this a little bit. Like it's.
I don't love Mother's Day, you know? I don't love any of those kind of holidays. It's just an excuse to me to put pressure on people and sit in the card store and order flowers. And I mean, I appreciate being appreciated, but all I really want is like for somebody to write something, like you said.
Yeah.
And just say they appreciate me and just hang out. That's all.
and make sure I don't have to do anything. I don't want to do anything extra.
Right. I don't wanna
Like
do
I don't want it to
anything.
be an event. That's how I am. Like for birthdays and stuff. If
Yeah.
some of them, it's like, all right, my mom always likes to, like, whenever I was younger, was like, try to surprise me with things. Like, oh, we're going to this, people were there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't want to do this today. Like, you
Right.
got to tell me when I'm going out. I got to get in the mindset of.
Now I got to entertain.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if I know I'm not doing anything, the brain is turned off.
Right.
And so if you hit me with a surprise, it's like, I was already mentally gone.
I was checked out.
Yeah, and so I'm never that much fun at those things. So I think she's kind of stopped.
Grady, I am
Fine.
not a Britney Spears perfume girl. I don't really know what that is. I guess she has her own perfume, but I can imagine what it smells like.
Oh, Graham Kelly cookie cakes?
I do love a cookie cake.
Is that favorite cake?
I don't have a favorite anything, so that's tough.
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't
not a
have
bit.
favorite anything, like not even a favorite food, like not.
No, I definitely don't have a favorite
color,
food.
Not even a favorite.
I mean, if you ever held a gun to my head, I would choose some things, but I don't like to narrow anything down to like one favorite anything. I have a favorite flower. I think that's kind of it.
Let's take that further. Not even a favorite like position.
Yeah, but Jesus, dude.
No.
Whatever's working.
Like I don't want to have to narrow everything down to one thing. Like I change.
Did you save your Vine?
I don't know, Lloyd. It looks bad. It looks bad.
What Vine?
There's nothing we can do about it?
We had to dig up a vine in our yard, that pretty one on my back patio with the pink flowers on it by the pool, so that they could run a sewer line. And then we tried to save the root ball and put it in a bucket and then replanted it, and it's struggling.
I heard the whole
and it's
conversation.
from Katrina, so I'm very sad about it. You did?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
yeah,
in here
you
with
were-
you.
that's right,
And
that's right.
David was like, look, I don't know if this is possible. You're like, well, there has to be a way. And he was like, I'm kind of done talking about it.
He's
and you
into
kept
it,
bringing
though.
it up, and it was just like, this is.
It's been a thing with us.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
we-
not
we
nearly
both really
done.
want to save it.
Okay, he's on the board.
Oh, he loves that thing. He took cuttings from it and replanted them in another pot. Like he loves.
I looked up some stuff on the internet. I didn't find a lot of promising information, so I didn't
Yeah.
send it to you.
Looked up some stuff.
I was like, I'm hoping that there's like a way to fix this.
For
but
Peggy Martin.
Yeah, Peggy Martin.
Oh man, she's beautiful. I don't know what's gonna happen to her.
All right. We can go to one more break, or we can wrap it, or we can talk NBA Finals.
Let's
What do
just
you want
talk
to do?
NBA Finals. Nobody wants to get a break.
That's true.
NBA Finals.
Lakers Nuggets tonight, 7:30 Central, ESPN.
Who do y'all think is going to be the last two?
Lakers, Celtics.
Me too.
It's wild.
What do you think?
I mean, you got a 1 seed versus 7 seed,
I know.
but the Lakers don't feel like a real 7 seed.
No, they don't.
And then
I don't know what the Nuggets feel like to me though.
I'm gonna say Heat Lakers. I know
Really?
the Celtics are better, but I just feel like the Heat are better coached,
Okay.
and that's going to make a difference, especially with the Celtics having a first-year head coach that was kind of thrust into that position because their coach was having sex with a staffer, and he got fired. And he just said, "I was horny." It was consensual.
It was consensual.
Yeah, and so he got another job, and then now the Celtics are stuck with like a young coach that's in a spot he's never been in before.
Celtics have the advantage though.
No, they got they have a better team.
But I mean, if they just let Jimmy go Jimmy again,
and
it
like
doesn't
Spo
even
goes
matter.
Spo,
right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I'm going Heat, and then I think it might be a little rematch with the Lakers. That depends, totally contingent on Nikolai and AD.
Nikolai. Everything's contingent on AD, right?
Because, I mean, we were talking about this, I think, during the break yesterday. Like, I mean, truthfully, how many games has AD played before he gets hurt? Because Nikolai is going to, it's two different mentalities, I would say.
Yeah.
One's from Serbia, and one is Anthony Davis. That just kind of calls it whenever he feels like it. And Nikolai is going to play through some things. So that's the interesting matchup to be to watch out for. LeBron still playing through injury. This is so bizarre.
That's the thing, like, that's what AD doesn't do. He doesn't play through injury.
Right.
Is that the smart move these days in order to, like, prolong your career? Like, I know LeBron's career has been prolonged. He's, what, 39? 38, 39?
38.
38?
39
so,
in December.
like, I realize what Anthony Davis is doing. He's protecting himself
Right,
so that
but
he can have a long career. But
when
that
you're-
angers some people.
When you're in the Western Conference Finals.
I know.
And you're,
but if you get hurt in the
you're
Western
8
Conference
wins-
Finals, what do you do?
8 wins away, you play. You're 8 wins away from a championship. This is what you prolong your career for.
What
It
if
doesn't
you
matter
play
when
through
you
injury and then you're done? Like, what if
you play for this. Like, it doesn't matter how long you play. You don't want to go for longevity if you have a chance to win a championship. AD could.
So then you win one championship and end your career?
This will be his second one. Yeah, I think a lot of people would sign up for that.
You do? You
Mhm.
think
If
it would
really
be
love
worth
basketball?
ending the career over?
Yes. That's what you would want.
No, because like he has so many more chances.
But it's not gonna end his career. He's not gonna break his neck.
You never
know. He might be hurt to the point where he's like not the same player for a little bit, but he's going into the offseason after this. He's gonna have time to get surgery, heal up, whatever, if anything happens. So
they're so
you get this close,
though.
like
Zion. Like you can be mad and you can bitch and scream about it all you want to about how they handle their own injuries, but look at them. They're still the best. Like when they're playing, they're the best.
But
are they the best because they nurse themselves through an injury?
There's a tipping point to where you can say Zion's great when he's healthy, but he's never healthy.
I know.
It doesn't count. Like the best ability is availability.
When he is.
Like when you can, it's great that you can do all these things that you do on the basketball court, but I don't ever get to see them because you're not healthy.
Right.
So you have to be healthy or just play.
Right.
The kids' gloves are about to have to come off with Zion because you already signed him. Like you're not protecting him against anything now.
He's basically a veteran now.
Yeah, and he's never played a full year.
How old is he?
24.
I think 22, right? I mean, he's young.
Like, yeah, he's young.
I mean, it's like, it always shocks me when I realize how old he is.
He's 22.
I mean, he has so much time ahead of him.
Who would you rather have, Zion or Ja?
Zion.
Yeah, I think Zion too.
Zion's
mean,
you don't have to worry about Zion.
Yeah.
Like.
Yes, you do.
You have to worry about Zion, but you don't have to worry about Zion. Like, you don't have to worry, like.
He's missed more than half of his games.
Yeah, but like you don't have to worry about is Zion gonna like be in the right place.
Oh yeah,
like,
baby
is
gun.
Zion gonna do the right thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Zion ain't on Twitter or on Instagram going live every day. Like
that makes a big difference.
Like even in the off season, even when he was hurt, like whatever, like Zion wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
Ja is just
out there living
on live, drinking tequila. Like, bro, I mean, I understand. I was 22 once. I know what this feels like. If I was a millionaire, I'd probably be doing the same damn thing. But like, at some point, you got to realize who you are.
Yeah,
that's the concerning part. Was I guess with Jaws, like you could just avoid this. Like you can still be living your life and not be on Instagram Live.
You don't have to post that.
Right. His buddy got his ass.
His buddy was trying to save him. Like
it wasn't Jaws. It wasn't Jaws Live.
But I don't think his buddy knew he was gonna pull out a gun.
I don't either. I think that was the whole story.
Did you see after he pulled the gun out, his buddy was like,
somebody either knocked that shit out of his hand, or he was like, "What are you doing?"
And he was like, "Bro, I'm like live. Like you see me on live.
Yeah.
Like,
and you just did this.
You just did this like a couple months ago.
And literally a couple of months ago.
And he had to have like a huge sit down with Jalen Rose.
Yeah, he had to like go to rehab.
He had an 8-day.
It wasn't rehab.
He had
it was like a little counseling session.
Yeah, a little mini vacay.
It was. A little reset.
But
it wasn't resetting at all.
But that's the only problem is if it's not on IG Live, you can still do that and nobody knows. Like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just the fact that he doesn't seem to get that.
You can do a lot of things if it's not on
That's what I'm
Instagram Live
saying,
that nobody knows.
Yeah.
But it would have been, both of these things would have been a non-starter if he would have just protected himself from protecting himself.
They're both so fun to watch, but I will say, to me, Zion is a little more fun to watch. He's more explosive, I guess.
I don't know.
Ja's pretty explosive.
He is. He's great. I watched him this year.
Ja has some different type of athleticism.
Live. I mean, not like I watched him one time on TV, but
he tried to jump over LeBron.
Yeah.
What's the spread for?
I still think Zion is more entertaining to watch, I guess. I don't know.
They're both.
It's a tough choice. Went 1-2. Yeah, it's a tough choice. But I'm going to go with Zion.
Yeah, you're getting, I guess, the off-the-court stuff with Jaws.
Yeah.
Probably concerning.
Yeah.
All right, Lakers catching 6 points. Nuggets are at home. There's some plays out there.
You
and
betting?
Tomorrow, yeah, I might.
You betting?
I'm betting. And then
I might bet.
I can get 8 points with the Heat.
I might get back in and bet
Wednesday.
on a little NBA.
Yeah, this is when it's fun.
Yeah.
You have the four top teams. Same 4 teams from the bubble.
Yeah.
So this is when the matchups get good, because a lot of times early in the playoffs, this year has been a little bit different, but you can usually kind of write off those 1 and 8 seed games where it's just, all right, how many games? It's probably going to go 4 games or 5.
Yeah.
And the better team's going to win. Like, get me out of here. I'll watch a little bit of it. But when it starts to getting down to where you're playing to go for a chance to be in the finals, it's like you're going to get good basketball. So I'll watch tonight. I'll watch a little bit of LSU baseball, a little basketball. Hopefully
I'm
make
definitely
some progress.
probably not going to watch. Who are they playing? West.
Playing McNeese.
McNeese State.
Got a Cagenomics, baby.
Cagenomics. Shout out.
Shout out to the tier list. That was fun.
Yeah,
That was fun. Thank you, Jay Parker, for doing that tier list
I
for
always
us.
shout out to Cagenomics. I don't know who you are, but you are
Baton Rouge Banksy.
You are a blessed man.
I don't know how old he is.
Yeah, you deserve a lot of things. My
This thing
man.
is-
If I knew who you were, I'd send you some things.
Well, why doesn't he, like, reveal himself?
I don't know. but-
It's part of the allure of him.
Really?
You need to watch his stream
Uh-huh.
just for the commercials that he
Oh my
puts
god,
out. They're
It's
bizarre.
like old commercials. Like he had the Orbitz one. The who are you calling a
No
cootie
way.
queen? You lent liquor. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's like
oh
a
my
bunch of
God.
nostalgia
I
plays
was
where you're like,
Jesus.
I haven't
I
seen. So
remember
that's how I'm saying. I don't know how old he is.
Right.
That's wild.
Or her.
Yeah, it could be anybody.
He does a bunch of like. He did some weird that bear commercial that
Yes.
came on. Like freaked. I
And
was
the
like,
bear's,
this is
like,
electric.
talking? I was like,
yeah, it's scary.
I was kind of scared.
I don't know. Yeah, but
think
I just love. I don't know how he's doing it because he's playing his own commercials. So he might have like a streaming setup to where he has like built-in breaks,
Has to.
which is wild.
I gotta stop
Yeah.
watching LSU games like laying down. Because every time I like lay down and watch the game, I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and LSU lost.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yes, like the last probably 3 or 4 SEC weekends, like Auburn and this past weekend, like
So you're the problem.
I would like go to sleep, LSU's in the lead, wake up, the game's over, and LSU lost. And I'm like, how the fuck
So you're
did
the
that
problem
happen?
then.
I guess
That's
I am.
all there is to it.
Yep, I went to the UL game, they lost. Like I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, you gotta stop
watching
going.
and just be out.
You got to find that superstition like I have and let that hit with you and then ride that out till the end of the game.
I am. Just gonna keep it all in a tidy little box and just follow on Twitter.
I'm not gonna go.
To what? The game?
The game
tonight?
Yeah, it's
Why not?
obviously not at McNeese. I don't feel good.
Oh.
What's going on?
Y'all don't be spreading things up in
Stewie's
don't be
sick.
spreading stuff
We both got the
around.
same thing. I didn't even know it.
Well, I had it last week and they said it was going around.
Oh,
What is it?
I don't know.
Stomach
I
bug?
thought it was food poisoning, but somebody said a stomach bug was going around BR, so.
At least it's coming out this way.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather it come out the top than the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. I can throw up with the best of them. Just did it.
You're a quiet throw upper though, because we didn't hear
Yeah,
it.
we didn't hear it.
I know.
Speaking
So
of-
many guys screamed their throw up, I
Speaking
feel
of
like.
throwing up, we had
That
this-
can happen, but I'm usually, especially if you're at like work,
We had this kid, like during.
which probably shouldn't happen.
It was during like summer workouts one year. This kid would throw up every day, and like
Why?
it was just getting tough. We would just like our coach would just like put us through it, and we were like running like a lot that day. He's in the middle of a sprint. He just like projectile vomits
Oh,
in the middle of the
no.
sprint and keeps running.
Keeps going. He ran right. It's
And we were like,
hell yeah. What about the people behind him?
I mean, it was like skills bigs. So like,
Was he in the bigs?
he was in the skill group.
Oh.
And he was dying. And like
He was just,
projectile
is he in
vomiting.
good shape?
Yes.
And he would just throw up all
He
the
would just
time.
throw up every day.
That's kind of. I guess that's kind of where I am right now. Like I'll throw up like after F45.
You throw up a lot.
I
feel
know. I
like.
don't know why.
You always come back in here like, I just threw up. I'm like,
That's
what?
weird.
Never throw up after like workouts.
I used to not.
would
I don't
never
know what's
throw up
going
from
on. I
workout.
mean, I'm not going to go to the doctor.
I was about
but
to say, go to the doctor, but then I thought that would be a waste of breath.
It would.
Why wouldn't you go to the doctor?
What they gonna tell me?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been to the doctor
What
in
are
a
they
while. I
gonna
probably
tell
should go to the doctor.
There's no good
Oh.
news I'm
But,
gonna
like,
get.
I don't ever
Y'all
feel
need to do an
bad.
annual physical
Yeah.
at least. That's it.
I feel like I do need
Like
to.
cough.
No.
Is he
Well,
gonna-
I don't know how well we
is he
when
gonna
you do
touch
that,
you?
but
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
I
that's
don't think-
later in life when you like a prostate exam.
I don't know,
No,
Katie, because
no,
I
no.
got.
I was like,
I like your
They
balls.
made us cough like early in like high school.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
had
You'll
to
have
cough
to
in
do
sixth
that.
grade.
You'll
Yeah.
have to do that. No, they'll do your blood work and just listen to your heart, take your blood pressure, your pulse, like just
Like how do they?
when it's calling
How
for
do they?
you.
What are
if I
they
feel like
feeling
shit
for?
all the time though, they're just gonna tell me something that I don't want to hear.
They'll take your blood work and a urine test and see what you're low in. You could be low in like vitamin D or something very fixable.
Well, why do they like touch your?
They're
balls.
checking for lumps. Make sure you don't have
But why do you
testicular
cough
cancer.
when they hold your balls?
Because it moves.
Oh,
Oh, all right, I see.
ah, really? Like it goes way up?
Not
in
like
there?
way up, but like
It moves.
Drop your pants and cough. Let me see.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, all right.
I would imagine that's why they do it. I never had to get a physical because my dad would just write me a letter.
Oh, Lloyd.
What a life
you could
you've
be
lived.
riddled with some horrible disease.
I
and you
feel
don't
like
even
I
know.
am.
You got to go get a physical.
This man has TB, something like.
What if I'm just living? just out here self-curing myself. Feel like shit all the time.
Self-curing.
I gotta go to this golf tournament.
Today?
No. What's today? Tuesday. I think I'm leaving tomorrow after.
Oh, that's right.
Mic'd
That's
up.
right.
Cousin's coming in town.
Is that why you're gonna be out of town?
It's been on the calendar a minute.
We know.
But now I better feel better. Because this has been on the books for a long time.
Wait. Ron is in the chat.
I saw that.
Ron said, "Free Lloyd from that bug."
Free Lloyd from that bug.
Ron, help me.
I know. I feel like it's like a, what do you call it? With the preacher.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anytime I read anything that Ron says.
Like he's exorcising a demon. Free Lloyd from that bug.
I just read it in Ron's voice, and it always makes me laugh.
I know. Same.
He's the low-key the funniest person without trying to be funny.
Like, at all.
At all.
Like, Ron makes me laugh every day, and he's not trying.
I know.
Like, it's just like
sweet Ron.
He's so funny, dude.
Like,
He's the best.
He came up here to do that. He's doing a school project for to interview Mikey, and he's like, "I'll interview you too." I was like, "You don't have to." He's like, "No, I need to." I was like, "Oh." I was like, I don't need. I was like, he's like, I don't really have much to say. He's like, "No, I need to do an interview."
I need you to talk.
It's the third time I've done one, so I think he's like going to the well a lot. He's like, "I'm always here," so like, yeah, Ron, pop up. Him talking to Mikey was so funny. Oh man,
What do you ask him?
Transitioning from like Major League Baseball into like why he wanted to do media. It's a good question. It's a good story if you don't know the origin story of Mic'd Up. And then he asked me. Mikey was on Zoom. I was here, and then he asked me what it was like. Kind of like the similar questions of working with Mikey and starting the channel. And I was like, I got some stories for you, buddy, because my man Mikey was fired up at the beginning. Like, we got to go. I was like, Mikey, this takes a little bit longer than you think. My man loves to sprint.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
But we finally settled in. Feels good.
He does.
He's fired up yesterday.
So I guess we'll see y'all tomorrow. I won't be here. I'll be at school for an awards ceremony in the morning. So it'll be you three boys.
Well,
Men.
we're not. You can't guarantee that Jordy will be back tomorrow.
Well, nothing's guaranteed.
That's true.
Lloyd. Nothing's guaranteed with anyone in this room, probably.
Wait, hold on.
Really,
this room
just
isn't
Lloyd.
guaranteed.
Really, just Lloyd and Jordy. That's true. The room is.
I hate that.
Nothing is guaranteed. Death and taxes.
And tier list.
So I guess we'll see y'all tomorrow on a Wednesday.
Mailbag tomorrow?
It's mailbag tomorrow.
You're not going to be here?
I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
Shows are never as much fun when you're not here.
That'll probably
you,
get
Lloyd.
punted.
Yeah, we did. Huh?
Mailbag probably get punted
No,
tomorrow.
y'all got an
we'll
email
forget.
bag. Y'all got an
We'll
email
forget.
bag.
That's what. And it transitions from sports talk to now we have like layers of conversations opposed to just moving to the topics. Like,
But
if
most
it's-
people come here for sports, which is why we've lost so many viewers over the last 45 minutes.
I mean,
Oh, they want to hear about what? LSU? I mean, shit. Juwan Johnson committed.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of covered it.
Like,
What's going on
what
right now,
else
right?
Nothing else is really going
the
on.
finals
NBA finals.
are tonight. We talked about
Cruton.
that.
Baseball's
Cruton and finals.
real.
I'll go down the sports document in the document. Y'all tell me when to stop.
We
about
covered
something
everything
that
in it.
LSU Paul Skeens and Tommy White received national weekly
We didn't
recognition
cover
that
that.
happens every week.
It does happen every week. I feel like somebody's just copying and pasting that every
Oh,
week,
we didn't
honestly.
talk about Jayden Daniels speaking on wanting to win the national.
I did talk
Yes,
about
he
that.
did.
Oh, well, shit.
Where were you?
I think
My
he was-
God.
I think he was doing
Do I need to put screen time on your phone?
No, he was doing the Juwan Johnson thing. He was getting that ready.
That's right.
I was working
Okay.
in a tiny little box over here.
Andrew
Okay.
Reese named Team USA to compete in Mexico this summer.
That's cool.
shocking. Very cool.
It is very cool.
You're like so annoyed with it.
But it's not like shocking.
I mean, we can
It's
talk
not
about it
shocking.
if we want.
I think we just did.
Nisamura also joins the squad. I know that
Nice.
Angel Reese, this is the first time she's getting to play for a country. She got cut the first year, injured the second year. The third opportunity, she played for a different championship that she was committed to with a different team. And then I think this is the fourth year where she is finally getting the opportunity to play for
Wow.
Team USA. So it is very cool.
Good for her.
So, and then Peacock to carry an exclusive NFL playoff game for the
Saw
first
that.
time.
Interesting.
So, does this mean I have to have like a different pack? I have to
You got to get
an
Peacock.
app?
That's an app. I know, right?
Little do they know, I'm just gonna stream it illegally. Like,
Little do they know.
I'm not paying $5 a month. Like, I'll just go find it online.
Stick it to the man,
I
Lloyd.
need Neosis. But
Screw Peacock.
I used to pay for NFL, but that was like $4.99. You could watch all the games.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
have
this
that.
is $4.99. There's not another thing on Peacock that I would ever want to see.
Well, anything on NBC is on Peacock.
Yeah, there's not a good show on NBC.
Yeah.
Unless
we
you
want to
wanna
watch Young Shelton.
Unless you want to watch Notre Dame football.
Yeah.
Like
NBC programming.
Oh, we're going
Oh,
there.
and there's golf. Thursday, the U.S. Open begins.
Is it?
It's in New York.
Okay.
And it just snowed there.
Wow.
Did it really?
That's weird.
That is weird.
So how are they gonna play golf in snow?
It's under a freeze warning, but they practiced yesterday. It's back. It was just a quick little.
Tiger play?
No, he's out for the year. He had surgery again on his foot. So this is his second. He had an ankle fusion surgery that knocked him out for the year, and it's probably over. Do you remember the last time? Do you remember when he hurt his back?
Oh, I mean, he was like
In the car crash, we were
Yes.
we had just started the show.
That's right.
And we were like, I thought it was over then.
Yeah.
He comes back.
Yeah, that was scary.
He broke his back, spinal.
That was scary.
So now he had a second fusion on his foot because while he was playing in the second round at Augusta, maybe it was Saturday. It's Friday or Saturday. The screws in his foot or in his ankle, excuse me, came through the skin, and so he played through it.
Okay, that's horrific.
He's always playing through the
he
wildest
He does
injuries.
play through a lot.
Like,
You talk about a career.
Yeah.
like
At least
his-
you have Tiger, but now
Yeah.
you don't.
I
And he's
know.
also
back,
45.
Like when he was when his back was messed up and he could barely walk on the course. Like it was. Just
He
like,
played with a
bro,
broken leg and a torn ACL. I think it was the U.S. Open, and he won.
stud.
He is a stud.
And then
Generational.
played with the back and comes back and wins the Masters in 2019 after everybody thought his career was over. This one might be it though.
Now he's
This
He
one
was
might be
playing
it.
good. He's made the cut at the Masters the last 5 years, and everybody thinks he's hurt. He just can't physically make it 4 rounds anymore.
He might just focus
He
on.
can't
Charlie's
walk.
career.
Oh, he did say that Charlie outdrove him for the first time
Aw.
the other
How old
day.
is he? 12.
12.
Get ready.
And
That's
everybody
cute.
on the range was like, "Nah." He's like he hit a different shot than I hit.
Yeah, like he swings it now.
And he said he wants to beat him by 14. By the time he turns 14, he wants to have beaten his dad. And they're like, "Has he beaten you yet?" He's like, "Nah."
Nah, come
Nah,
on now.
he's tried.
Let's
But
get real.
Charlie's we have a lot of, if you're around our age, we have LeBron James Jr., Charlie Woods, Bryce, James, sports are in good hands for the next.
recycling.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy
we
because
got-
now I just have a new favorite golfer. It's a 12-year-old.
Even if you look at baseball, there's Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Look at you
Bobby
see Gary
Witt Jr.,
Sheffield?
Sheffield Jr. All of these players that were we watched and idolized as kids. They have kids.
Yeah, I think the whole Blue
Yeah,
Jays
that's
roster is former
juniors.
Yeah, it's Craig Biggio Jr.,
Vlad,
and then there's another one,
Bobby Witt,
Bichette.
Bo Bichette.
And they're all on the
Jeez.
same team, and they're all their
Fathers.
dads played in the.
That's so
in the
weird,
bigs.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then the number 1 pick from 2 years ago is his dad played in the big leagues too, and he's a junior, and he just got called up. So, I mean, of course, the baseball kids are just going to try to play baseball.
Yeah.
Right.
They were around it for some. My buddy, his dad played in the major leagues, and he was never at school.
Mm-hmm.
He would go to every game.
Yeah.
And
every day.
he got held back. He missed too much
Yeah, I
school.
bet.
He got held back. And so, in first grade, he's like, I missed too many games. I mean, too many school.
Didn't miss too
Maybe,
many
but I
games.
didn't miss too many games.
That
But
was
there,
at
he
every
was
game.
he's 7 years old, and he's hanging out in the locker room the
I
whole
know,
time.
how
And so he
cool.
wanted to play baseball because it's so much fun.
What's up with the microphone?
I don't know, dude. This guy's going limp on me. So, I don't know. I'm trying to make it work.
I know. There's some
Look at
comments.
it. You got a good right angle. Mine's
Yeah, I had to-
slowly drooping.
Yeah.
So, it's okay.
All right. Well,
Andrew Jones Jr., thank you. Crack Streams, absolutely. That's where you watch all your fun stuff. If you're trying to grab an NFL game.
okay.
Crack Streams is good. Streams East, also good. Buff Streams is good. I got a litany of them.
Yeah.
I just go through the. I'll go through the
I've never
Rolodex.
even heard of them.
Yeah. Well, you have cable. I don't have
I don't
cable.
have cable.
You have YouTube TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
I don't get all the games. I will have ESPN, I think. I have the app, but sometimes it makes me log in,
It makes us log in all the time. It makes
And
me
it-
so angry.
and it sends a code somewhere that
Yes.
doesn't go to me, and so I just watch it on Crack Streams. Even though I have the app and I have the information.
Yeah.
It still doesn't work.
Is it Scottie Pippen's son or
Scottie Pippen's son?
One of their sons is going to play with Bronny at USC.
No, it's Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman's son.
Yeah.
So another one, and then Scottie Pippen has a son, Scottie Pippen Jr.
Michael Jordan had a son.
Mm-hmm.
Father Abraham.
That's exactly what I was about to say. He had 7 sons. And 7 sons had Father Abraham.
Bobo.
I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just end the show. All right, thank you all. We'll be back tomorrow with Culotta. I assume
he'll be here.
Katie
Lloyd,
will be
Jordy,
gone.
and Stewie.
Then the next day, I'll be gone. Stewie will be gone. I don't
Who
even know.
knows?
We might call it.
We're not, though. We'll drop that Brian Kelly interview Thursday or Friday for y'all.
We don't have. I don't think we have a producer.
Well, we can talk about this off air. Thanks for joining us, everybody, for our Tuesday. Hit that like button and share button if you don't mind. We might see you again later this week.
Maybe.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Later.
Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Enjoy your weekend.